That's not. No, that's
That's true. You do got me.
get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's like Florida. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Vic Fangio. Never wanted him.
Hey, you know what? We could play a montage of how many different people, coaches, and players you've said that about.
Never wanted him. I knew it from the start. This guy was a show pony. I told you I didn't like the way that hiring process was going the entire time. Guy basically had to have his arm twisted to take $1 gazillion from Stephen Ross to be down here. Knew that he wasn't in for the whole cause. Seems like the entire locker room hated his guts anyway. Glad he's gone. Enjoy freezing your ass off in Philadelphia, old man.
Would you like to know what I think the real reason is?
No, not really. Right now, I just want to lash out and tell him, good, I'm glad you're gone. Jevon Holland don't like you. I don't like you. Jalen Ramsey don't like you. I don't like you.
Okay.
Can't even get a second round pick on the field, and you want to play Eli Apple.
Oh, well,
Never wanted him, dude. Check the tape. Never wanted him. Never wanted him here. He acted this entire time like he was some high commodity that we had to respect and bow to the throne of Fangs. Good. See ya. Bye. Time's up. Fangio. I'm done with you. Glad he's gone. Enjoy Philadelphia, freezing your ass off.
All right.
So sorry our perfect weather in Boca wasn't good enough for you.
All right. Don't want to know the real reason why?
I mean, what do you mean? What's the real reason? He said apparently he wanted to be with his old mom. That's why he left.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Dazzle me with your theory.
Over the last 3 or 4 years, the strength of this team has been their depth at defensive line, right?
They don't really have depth on defensive line. They have 2 defensive tackles.
No. But that's because you quit playing Agba. You weren't using Jalen Phillips as a linebacker. You're using him as a rush in. So when I'm incorporating all this, right? So you took 2 of those guys out of the game, right? Agba, for reasons I can't explain, lost playing time, and he was producing, right? Because he didn't fit the system. And you bring in more linebackers. So you trade for linebackers, you draft the linebackers, you get linebackers back or whatever. The group that probably struggled the most in the passing game were the linebackers covering.
Well, yeah, because they all were 40 by the end of it. They were 40.
For whatever reason, you had to add more of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you were in a 4-3, you could get away with it and probably get a little more production.
I don't think that's why he's gone, dude. I don't think it's a schematic. No, because they're going to probably hire in-house. I don't think that's it at all. Okay. Like Agba, the reason Agba first lost his gig is, first of all, he got hurt halfway through the season after signing his deal and hasn't really been the same guy since. And Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb are better than him. That's why he lost his job. That's why I think he lost his job. The reason Fangs is gone is because he's a coward.
Really?
Yeah.
Coward.
Go run to family. Oh, I want to be by my family. Grow up.
Wait a minute.
Family
70. Family first.
Family
first.
Family first.
Yes, sir.
Put your family down here. They're probably freezing their ass off too.
You know his family probably lives somewhere warm and toasty.
No, apparently they don't. Apparently they live in the frigid cold.
All right. Got it all figured out, huh?
I do have it all figured out. And I also have his replacement figured out, but all of Twitter is mad at me for my suggestion. All of it. Mostly Kane's Twitter is mad at me. And I don't really understand.
What are they mad about?
Well, I threw out a suggestion yesterday, and I got told horrible things by Kane's Twitter. Horrible things, Leroy, that I haven't been. You would have thought I would have said, like, I've said worse things about the Canes, and my suggestion for the Dolphins defensive coordinator had people threatening me, bullying me, harassing me. And
first of all, let's calm. Let's wait. Marcos, we gonna calm down on that because he sent us a message.
Yeah,
Kane's bros are killing me. And I said, what I always say to you, stop trolling. And your reply? Go ahead.
I don't remember.
Never. So you get what you get.
I just wasn't expecting.
You get what you get.
The hostility. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like people to say, "Oh, Tobes, you're an idiot," from Dolphin fans because like I want the big name to be the defensive coordinator. But it wasn't what I expected. It's like you ever throw something out there and you don't expect I know people are going to react.
You're the only one that does that.
I know people are going to react to what I say on social media, but I didn't expect the audience that got mad at it to be mad.
You get what you get. You threw it out there as fodder. And fodder got
fodder. I think it's a great idea.
Really?
Hire Jason Taylor as defensive coordinator.
You don't even know what scheme he runs.
-1.
I know what scheme he runs.
What scheme?
Handsome.
See, and that's why the Twitter bros
that's
all
the
over
scheme
you.
He runs.
That's why the Twitter bros all over you.
That's not.
You did not do the research,
dude. He runs a handsome scheme.
Yeah. Wait, I can't trust the guy that says my game research is just throwing up to you and putting on the turnover chain. That's.
I think my turnover chain got revoked after you said.
By the way, hands to me.
What?
I told you guys 2 months ago.
You're doing the thing.
I told you 2 months ago.
No. You're doing.
I told you 2 months
Leroy,
ago.
You're doing the thing where you've gone on 9 different subjects in the first segment, and you shoot you know what?
Because I'm ignoring.
We'll talk about Harbaugh another time. Let's.
I'm ignoring your ridiculous comments. I'm trying to keep it moving.
You did not do the
I'm
research.
muting him. He's lashing out. I'm muting him.
Leroy, these are
I'm muting him.
These are uncharted territory.
He wants a pat on the back,
where are you?
Which I was gonna give to him because
I muted myself. Damn it! What do you think you can mute me?
Congratulations, Leroy. You figured out. By the way, I just want to be clear. You also predicted Bill Belichick was taking this job.
No.
Yes, you did.
I said.
Yes, you did.
No, I did. No, I didn't. Here's what I said. The perfect job for either one of them. Keep in mind, I called this way before I even knew Belichick wasn't going to be coaching. And then when Belichick got done, I said, the best spot for both of these guys is the Chargers.
I don't think it is the best spot for both of them. I think Jim Harbaugh just signed his own. Oh, hello!
She logs on.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't count till she logs on.
Nope, doesn't count till she logs on. Wow. Leroy, 11-12 today.
Right.
Look at her trying to hide.
She took the walk of shame.
Look at her.
Hey, is this the equivalent to walking out of a stranger's house the next morning? Look.
What? She doesn't know what's been occurring. The muting. This is what it's going to be forever known as, the muting.
Leroy. Anyway, yeah, Jim Harbaugh takes this job, although you did pick like 3 people to have this job.
No. Okay. Fine.
I knew he was getting out of there. Couldn't deal with the sanctions.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty.
We call that the Carol.
Call that the Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Get your ass out of there. Listen, good for him. I wish him no success.
And then Sharon Moore is going to go in there. Half the team is going into the draft. They're going to get put on sanctions, and everybody's going to call him a bum coach. By the way, interesting. You ready for this one?
Sure.
First black coach
in Michigan history?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
You want to hear something else? I'm not sure about this, but I'm almost positive. Ohio State's never had one.
10-13. Whoa, wait, no, wait.
Are you serious?
10-13.
Stop harassing me.
Harrison.
Oh, there she is.
-1 for leaning out of the camera.
Yep, -1 for leaning out of the camera. Oh, blame it
out of the camera.
Yeah, that's right. See?
Dude,
no,
so
you get it. You get it.
So anyway, I had people really mad at me on social media. I will give you some of the tweets that I was threatened with and harassed with yesterday.
Yeah, let's
see
this
Twitter.
Bullying that you're speculating about.
That is, I'm gonna give it to you. Trust me. Also, the Heat.
Oh, my
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. We don't know buckets.
Take a break. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Getting back to this gutless Fangio. Boo-hoo. And you go, oh, it's not done yet. All right, good. Go to your little friends in the media there. You know, what's wrong? Not enough flirting for you? You wanted the #1 defense to flirt with you? Very unbecoming. Fangs, I would have thought somebody in your stature and experience doesn't need the dog and pony show, but apparently I'm wrong.
WQAM broadcasting live
I like how you're trying to make me feel better, Marcos. Is this because the Heat are referring to this part of the season as funky time?
That's exactly why I did that. I am such a good producer.
You are a good producer.
You know me.
This is the new Spoism. It's the funky time of the NBA season. This is why they're losing. Why they can't seem to string together 100 points in the year 2024.
Yeah, it's rough. It's been rough to watch, dude.
Oh, it's been rough to watch
on special nights too. Easy gimmies. I think you said it. I think you like jokingly said it, but you're like 3 starters are out, which I fully expect this to be a 2-point game towards the end.
Yeah, no. Dude, I am not being a jerk, and I apologize that I don't cover this better. I didn't know any of the Grizzlies last night outside of Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know. I've heard of Scottie Pippen Jr. because of his father, and I knew that he was on the Lakers last year for a brief time. I did not. They had a dude who was 5'8". I didn't know that was still in the league. I thought Isaiah Thomas was the last guy to do that. Somebody named Vince Williams Jr., who sounds like he should be doing songs with Chris Stapleton. He is like, he lit our ass up last night. And I told you, like, I knew that this was going to be a dogfight because we know this team. And I'll tell you another thing. I bet you they win tonight because that's what they do. They'll do that thing where it's like, oh, the Celtics are in town tonight. Time to try, boys. Let's go get it. And Jimmy Butler will act like it's the playoffs tonight, and he'll score 35, and I'll be Wild Heat Coyote and be like, meep, they're going to win the title. But then they'll go and like they'll lose to the Knicks, but then they'll beat Kevin Durant in the Big Three. It's like the cycle of this team for the last 2.5 years in the regular season it's you can set your watch to it. But I, for the life of me, don't understand how Terry Rozier can come in here for 3 seconds and look like he's got more chemistry with everybody on the floor than the 3 stars who have been here for 5 years. Like, what is going on with Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler? What's going on?
Terry Rozier looks like he could run a pick and roll with a chair. Right? It looks so smooth.
Yeah, I know he didn't hit the shot last night, but like Terry Rozier was out, he's just ball. He's like, you get the ball, Tyler, little dish to you. And everybody's just go, oh, okay. It's like Terry Rozier basically had to force feed people to go get baskets. Like 5 assists, like it was nothing because he's just playing basketball. He's not playing hot potato. Dude. And then, we're all trying to play the right way. For a week, you've been doing this? Not 100 points? For God's sakes, Bam, Jimmy. You remember when Chris Finch came out and he ripped Karl Anthony Towns for playing immature basketball?
Yep.
We're playing too mature basketball. Enough of this. We're playing like we have the maturity of like a senator. Go out there and please, one of you be selfish. Bam, Tyler, Jimmy, one of you take more than 10 shots. And Tyler, I'll up it for you a little. You take 30. Somebody just go out there and try and score 40 points for my sanity, please. Do you know last night, Leroy, Devin Booker scored 46 points in a blowout win over Luka and the Mavs. You want to know how much Bam, Tyler, and Jimmy scored combined against 9 Grizzlies I've never heard of?
40.
48.
48.
48? Just a cash fit. None of them hit 20. None of them hit 20. And I just want to know, what's the deal with that? Because how does Terry Rozier walk in? And by the way, terrible job not starting him. But how does he walk in and it's just like, this seems comfortable with everybody else? But these 3 guys stare at each other, and it's just like, you do it. It's like the Spider-Man meme. It's like all of them pointing at you. No, you scored. No, you, Jimmy. No, you, Tyler. No,
why does that happen with the Heat more than any other team?
I don't know.
Because this isn't like, if you go through the last cycle of 3 guys, the same thing happened. But eventually they turned it around. I'm just wondering, if Pat is looking at this and going, All right.
How does
5 years?
He always says that things are in 5-year runs. Things are in 5-year runs. Maybe it's just run its course. I don't know. But like, are you telling me? I'm serious about this. 1-4 since Jimmy's gotten back from injury. 1 win since Jaime Jaquez went down with injury. Are you telling me like this? Like not having Jaime is this kind of a difference? Like it has to be solved by your 3 big dogs. It has to be.
Right.
And
like I could understand if there was no bench scoring and you came in and said the 3 guys are doing their job, they need help. But that's never the case. It always starts with the 3 guys who, like, you got to get 60 out of at least 60, right? You got to get at least 60 in any kind of combination. You got to get 60 out of your big 3.
I asked this to Bam last night at the end of his presser, and I was like, hey, do you feel like you got to take it like upon yourself a little bit more? Do you like want to like get the comments of everybody else? He goes, oh, everybody else. I'm like, no, wrong answer, Bam.
You were testing him?
Tested, he failed. I was going there and I tested him and he failed. Because he's like, I was like, Bam, what should you do? Should you force the issue a little bit more, or should you get your teammates more confidence up? He goes, oh, get my teammates' confidence up. Everybody,
you know what you should have said? No. What about your confidence?
Wrong answer. Wrong. Jesus, dude. He actually like was trying. Like Bam took shot. He just missed last night. But Jimmy, it's like, 10 shots. That's about enough. Like Jimmy in a regular season January game's like 10 shots. Whew. Not for me.
Think he's lashing out because they traded his boy?
No, this is how he's been playing it like all season. Every game is 15 points on like 10 shots. This is what he does.
But I love Jimmy.
I love Jimmy too, but he's like, it's just like, I guarantee tonight though, he goes for 35.
You wanted to hit Bam with the -1?
Just like, no, Bam, no. You got no. Will one of you be selfish? Does anybody? I'm just asking. Does
here's
anybody?
The deal. If one of them is cooking and they're selfish, the other 2 will bow down to them. But the fact that nobody's taking the reins,
cool. Just one of them. Just one of them. Stop going out there and every one of you taking 12 shots, going 4 of 12, and giving me 18 points every night. One of you just decide to put on the cape just once. I don't care who it is. Tyler, Bam, Jimmy. One of you guys just go have one of those nights where we're like, man, Tyler was feeling it tonight. Jimmy was feeling it tonight. Bam. Oh. Nah, let hot potato. You get it, Caleb.
All those passes create more turnovers too. Holy smoke!
Oh my God!
It was. I had to change the channel. I'm like, I hate. Listen, I would rather them shoot a 35-footer than go down there and kick it off of your feet and not get a shot off.
Dude, they throw fast breaks into the stands more than any team I've seen. Like free buckets, or this is my favorite. My favorite is fast break right to the rim. Never mind. Go for a 3. Break. Why do you need to do that? When you guys can barely get to 100, take a free 2. Nah, let's kick it out to the wing. Tyler. Whoop. Nah. Or my favorite is when it's Tyler Herro right to the rim. Oh, Haywood Highsmith. He looks like he's got to get it going. And Haywood Highsmith is like, ball into the stands. No disrespect.
I gotta tell you.
He is the locksmith, but you want to know he's not? He's not the bucket smith.
I gotta tell you. I would imagine you trying to hold all this in during the course of a game has to be excruciating because you know Tobes wants to go all Tobes, but he's trying to be a professional.
And
it's like I can't go to a game with you because here's what it'd be like, dude. They're doing it again. They're doing it. I'm dude. I don't want to be the guy you knock stuff off of.
I'm just talking regular season. Obviously, the playoffs are amazing, and so it's like you always got to have that caveat. Of course, I trust them. But I also the playoffs is not most of the basketball I watch. It's regular season basketball, and so I'd like to be entertained with that. But it's just like the cycle of these guys is like between Bam, Jimmy, and Tyler in the regular season is the same. And it's like, it's only against teams that are either like pedestrian or okay. Because I know they'll come and bring it tonight against the Celtics. I know they will. I bet you they're going to be so locked in. There's going to be so much energy. I bet you Terry Rozier goes off. I bet you Jimmy looks like playoff Jimmy, and then we won't see it for like another 3 weeks. But like it's the same thing. Who the hell were those Grizzlies last night? Leroy, I'm going to read off the roster.
Night. They had 3 guys on the floor at one time, and the tallest of the 3 guys was Pippen at 6'1".
I swear to God, I looked at the guy and I was like, how short is that guy? Because like I'm doing the thing where he's probably like 6'3". I look him up, 5'8". I'm like, is that a joke? What do we what?
Cycle of Doom.
David Roddy, never heard of him.
Oh, he was bucket getter, wasn't he? Oh my goodness.
Oh, he like stole the ball, back-to-back buckets.
He was in the paint crazily too. He was falling all over his place, and they called fouls. I'm like, wait a minute, he tripped.
They had somebody called Gigi Jackson.
Oh, Gigi. Oh no, he was a star. He's a star.
Oh,
he was highly rated coming out of high school.
Where?
He was
Gigi Jackson?
Yes.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
Kicked our ass.
Gigi.
He was a star being a second-round pick?
Yeah, but they explained the story. He was like a highly touted.
I didn't hear the broadcast. Well, listen, he might as well have been highly touted. Breakout game for him last night. Gigi Jackson.
Gigi and Jaren Jackson, huh?
Yeah, and Jared Jackson had the worst game out of everybody.
Stunt Steve says Tobin making up names like he did when they lost to a bad Memphis team.
I've heard of Zaire Williams. I've heard of that name. Conchar. Sounds like a Pokemon.
What? He's an intangible too.
Killed us last night. They lit the Heat's ass on fire last night from downtown.
That I got to tell you what, that is the great equalizer in the NBA, right? You get hot shooting the 3, it don't matter how bad your team is.
Jesus. Please, Jimmy, 4 of 10.
You know what I thought? Tell me if you didn't feel this way. Didn't it feel like Terry Rozier was moving faster than everybody else too? Like everybody was like blah blah blah.
I just felt like he just looked like he was playing basketball like a normal person.
Right.
I don't know if that's what it is, what you're seeing.
He just looked like he was moving fast. He was going through the lane. Yeah. Everything was like free flowing for him, and everybody else was like, all right.
Kevin Love got the bubble guts in the middle of the game. Who could blame him?
What? Ooh.
Yeah. Just notice how like Thomas Bryant got minutes all of a sudden. I came back and I was like, why is Thomas Bryant in the game? Is Kevin Love still here? The guy's like, nah, he left. I'm like, who could blame him?
The old get the bubble guts.
The old do get the bubble guts, dude.
Not me though. I don't get bubble guts. That means I got to go in public.
Oh my God. Anyway, take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 here on the program. You guys can watch us on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM on the Odyssey app. You guys can listen. 560 WQAM. That is where audio is there available for your ears. So check that on out. If you guys are just tuning in, crazy day yesterday. Terry Rozier made his debut for the Miami Heat for whatever reason. Spo decided, let's have him come off the bench because, you know, these starting lines have been working great. That one also didn't make sense.
Can I just tell you are a man against Florida sports today?
Oh, well, not completely, because I'm not mad that Vic Fangio's gone. Never wanted him. But I am going to lash out and call him what I called him in the beginning, which was a show pony. And, you know, dude, look, Jevon Holland's reaction was to literally get on Instagram and kick rocks. Like, which is hilarious.
That sounds like something we would do.
It does. It does. He goes on Instagram, takes a pile of rocks, and punts them. So I don't think there's any love lost there with Fangs being gone. But I do think that for Fangio, you know, the Dolphins, when Mike McDaniel didn't just flat out say, oh yeah, he's going to be back, I was like, oh, that's definitely something. That's definitely something.
Well, the fact that he didn't say he was going to be back, and then you say Fangs decided to leave. I mean, maybe there was something else there.
Maybe they called
it. You know what I mean?
They called it a mutual parting of ways, Leroy.
Which means your ass could have probably got fired, but we're gonna pay you some money.
So he's on his way to Philly. He's signing to be their defensive coordinator. As for the
is he?
Oh yeah. No, he's taking that gig.
He already did it, or are you saying?
No. Like it was reported yesterday that it was basically worked out already, and apparently Schefter reported this morning he's flying up there and is signing his contract.
Yeah.
Because they're keeping Sirianni, but Sirianni's in old, got to replace the coordinators mode.
Well, I mean, you want to say it or you want me to say it? Marcos.
Yes.
Streets need a body.
Streets, they were hungry, dude.
Oh.
Now look at them.
So, but like, we didn't think Fangs was going to be the body the Streets were going to take.
No, we're not talking about here. We're talking about
Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Philly, they had this whole thing where like Sirianni apparently had to like beg for his job. Why should we keep you? Because Philly don't care. Philly be like, Doug Peterson, you won the Super Bowl? Hit the bricks. They don't care. Philadelphia just lives life grumpy.
I mean, yeah. Have you ever, well, no, but I can tell you that firsthand because their fans will boo anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And now they have.
Aren't they the fans that cheered when Michael Irvin got hurt?
Sure did.
Booed Santa Claus.
Yep.
They don't have a good track record.
Threw batteries. Pissed snowballs. Yep. That's them.
Can I just tell you?
Yep.
There is a whole level of commitment to anger if you pee on a snowball and throw it at somebody. Right? Because at some point during that process, you go, ooh, this is nasty. Nope. You that committed to it. You that committed to doing something evil that you will pee on a snowball and throw it at somebody. I can't, that level of commitment, I'm not ready for.
So yesterday, as I throw out my candidate for Dolphins defense coordinator, Jason Taylor, these are the reactions that I got. And I was thinking it was just going to be like, oh, Dolphin fans, like, come on, you just want the famous guy. But like, listen.
Yes. But, that is also true.
Well, I don't agree with that. First of all, he's a legend.
Wait, can I give you how about Mike Vrabel?
As defensive coordinator?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but I doubt he's going to take that job.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, but that's how you get back into it. Because keep in mind, you get your money.
Stunt and Steve just hit me with an "I'll kill you" office emoji. One guy says, "Shut your toad mouth ass up."
Oh no!
Wow.
You should have said, "I'm not Frog Boy."
I know.
How did that feel? Not
great.
so nice, huh?
No, not great.
Toad mouth.
Dade South says, "Don't you do this to the Canes?" That's not tough.
That isn't tough.
One guy just says, "Shut your stupid mouth."
Mm.
Yeah.
Another guy put a rock gif which says, "Know your role and shut your mouth."
Wow.
All Canes fans, by the way. I looked at all these bios. They're all Canes bros. Am I really stealing from the Canes that much to take Jason Taylor,
Bring him back to the Dolphins?
defensive line coach? Am I stealing from the Canes that badly? Not like taking the defensive coordinator. I'm taking a legend. Bring him back home. Please be quiet. Locked on Canes said, "Stop it."
Wait.
Canes fam Rob, keep your mouth shut, punk.
Whoa.
They threw in the punk.
I think you were getting bullied.
I was getting Harris, dude.
Now that
I'm telling you, the Canes fan was furious.
You know what?
think about it.
You earned every bit of that because when I said, Tobin, stop trolling, and you go, never, I knew what the reaction was going to be. Exactly what you thought it was going to be.
I didn't think it was going to be from the King, but I thought it was going to be Dolphin fans who were like, come on, can we have a serious candidate? Which, by the way, I think, listen, Jason Taylor very much cares about coaching. He is going through the route, high school coach, been what was he, an assistant with the Canes now, or he was like I don't know, like he was one of those, what do they call them in not coaches, but in college before they're coaches?
Graduate
Consultant?
assistant?
Yeah.
Oh, consultant.
Something like that. And then he becomes an actual on the staff coach.
Yeah.
So this guy actually cares about coaching. And also he's one of the greatest pass rushers of all time. You're telling me he can't draw it up for the Dolphins? Who better to teach JP than JT?
Jason Taylor's son, by the way, just transferred to the University of Miami a couple weeks ago. You want him to leave his son to coach the Dolphins?
He doesn't have to leave his son. That sits right next to each other. Well, I mean, it's a 45-minute drive.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's just because of traffic down here. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
You know, geographically, it's like 15 miles. Nobody wants dad around at college. That's a drag.
Okay.
What about the honeys?
What are you?
Are you not calling them honeys?
The honeys?
I'm just saying.
That's so cringe.
I'm just saying. Like, who wants dad around? Like, would you want your dad around for a frat party? I know I wouldn't want it. Trust me, you would have
My dad will
approved.
scare everybody away, so no.
He wouldn't have approved of what we were doing over at Miami Shores over here.
No one approved. That's actually why they got rid of you. No one actually approved.
Go Bucks.
All right. So now I actually apologize. You were getting bullied, dude.
I was getting, dude, I'm telling you.
But he asked for this. He asked, listen, let me explain something to you. This is how it works. You know how you do things to kind of piss somebody off?
Yep.
Right? The level that person will be pissed off, you can't control. You're assuming what level you're going to get. But if you get a different level, you can't then tell that person to calm down. You knew exactly what you were doing. You got to eat it.
Finn Sanders says, has JT called plays at any level? No, but neither did Mike McDaniel.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he
Shanahan
didn't.
called the plays.
But he was a coordinator.
Whatever. You can call the plays.
But it's a big difference.
Is it?
You can be yes. You listen. Who's the guy who just went to Washington? Bieniemy.
Yeah.
He was the offensive coordinator, but he didn't call plays.
JT can come figure it out. You don't think JT knows a couple plays?
You want to hire somebody at this level to figure it out? Oh my goodness, you're gonna be the first guy on him.
No way.
Oh my
no
goodness.
way. Not JT.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
JT.
So when the defense gives up 40, if the defense give up 40 because of a bad scheme, you're not gonna say nothing?
I don't think it will probably be because of a bad scheme. Probably because of the players. Definitely won't be the X's and the O's.
He's already built in an excuse for the guy he wants.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that, though. I do think he would give Jason Taylor at least an extra 2 weeks before he complains, just based off of
Marcos,
handsomeness.
what did you tell me about Jason Taylor that one time you were doing the radio broadcast?
Oh,
What did you see Jason Taylor doing?
I don't know if you guys know this about JT. Dude's a film junkie.
Really?
Film junkie, dude. He was breaking down high school film
Before
Leroy?
An NFL game. This guy, you know where he lived? In the film. You want to know where Erik Spoelstra came from?
Where's
the
that?
film room.
I know a lot of coaches that start off as video coordinator. You know who else started as a video coordinator? Brian Billick.
Look at
There
that.
you go.
Super Bowl winner.
Super Bowl winner, Leroy. So all I'm saying is the Dolphins. What's the harm in interviewing JT? What's the harm? I know the Canes fans mad. Dade South says he's recruited 3 5-star defensive linemen, and that's great. Where's he going to go? You telling me Cristobal can't bring him in on a little FaceTime? But these are dire times for the Miami Dolphins, and JT should be hired as defensive coordinator.
Wow.
Like, no disrespect to the Hard Knocks coach. That's like the favorite everybody's putting out there now, this Campanelli. You want to know who the favorite for the job is right now, Leroy? That every reporter, by the way, came out and said, you guys are. It didn't seem coordinated at all amongst all reporters who it was leaked. You know who should really get this job is Anthony Campanelli. And I'm not even saying Campanelli can't do the job, but this is what we have this guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where he is like out there in the middle of Hard Knocks, and he's just like, you want to know what the universal language is?
Hey, so Tobin, you basically just did what the big three has been doing.
Yeah.
For the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Marcos and I have been together for years. I thought him and I had this set up as I start mentioning him as a producer would have it locked and loaded.
He goes, uh-oh.
But he's like he's in take mode right now. He's not in assist mode.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But this is the guy right now who is getting all the buzz amongst the candidates. Anthony Campanelli, linebackers coach.
I just want to talk about this game before we go out there. Okay? And to me, this is true as it gets. What's a mercenary? A mercenary is a hired gun, right? He gets paid. He's really good at his job, okay, but he gets paid to execute it. Mercenaries will always defeat the draftees, but the volunteers will crush them both. There's one thing on the planet that's more of a motivator than money. Your emotional investment. The people you love, that what's important to you, what you're really about, where you were raised, whatever that is to you, okay? Those guys will volunteer to fight, okay? That's what we're looking for. Looking for guys that are going to volunteer to fight Monday night, today, and every day the rest of the way, okay? Because that's what we're training, a championship. Everybody in here, you're going to feel that way. Get a shot to the body, can't breathe, can't think. Get the up. That's what we're look. Every day, that's what we're working towards. Wow. Every day. That's the type of fight it's going to be. Just keep that image in your head. That's what it's going to be Monday night. See you guys out there.
Hey, it kind of sounded like he was going to start off a diss track with all them beeps, right?
Meanwhile, great speech. They ended up blowing a 2-touchdown lead late.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest problem. I think that's why I'm not sold on it. You know,
can I just say this?
What?
As long as I've been around sports, there's very few guys that can get you going with a speech like that. Right? There's certain coaches that are yellers all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things they say go on deaf ears. There's certain guys who don't normally say things or really calm, and then they get in that situation and say something like that, and you get fired up, right? And I think, and then there's Mike McDaniel. They all love Mike McDaniel. He can talk a hole in your head, but they all follow Mike McDaniel.
He had another one during the season where he was going crazy, and they just go to Mike McDaniel in the back of the auditorium, and you just see his face. He's like, oh, this guy's nuts. But I think he likes it.
You have to. There's certain positions on the football field you have to have that. There's three coaches. There's 3 coaches in particular where you're asking a guy to put himself in harm's way over and over again. Usually your D-line coach is a little bit aggressive, right? Because you're asking your guys to take on double teams, to fight, to scratch, to claw, right? Your linebackers coach, your special teams coach, because you're asking guys to run out there and just basically just throw themselves at a pile of people, right? And and sometimes your defensive coordinator, because defense is built on emotion and energy, right? So the defensive guys will be pounding Schlitz malt liquor bull, and the offensive players will be smoking one of them skinny cigars and drinking a scotch, right? That's kind of how the two coaches. And so look at Mike McDaniel and look at the defensive coaches, because you got to have that mental frame, that mentality to go out there and be extremely aggressive over and over and over again. Everybody's got to run to the ball. Everybody's got to do this. We all got to attack. We can't have one guy out there. We all got to run to the ball. We all got to, and so that kind of emotion is what's needed to do that over and over again. So most of the time you'll hear that from your defensive guys. So that's a little much, but I'm not surprised that it's what was he, linebackers coach?
Linebacker coach, yeah.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
Linebacker coach.
Yep. And guess who fights all the time in scrimmages?
Linebackers and tight ends.
Linebackers and tight ends. Because the linebackers always hold the tight ends, and eventually they get in fight.
Well, he's apparently the guy everybody is putting up there. He did an interview already for this year, I think, for the defensive coordinator job in with the Giants. He is also never called plays, but like he could be. Some people are saying little Man Campbell light, new Man Campbell. It is. I mean, they would be a dynamic duo. You have like the Harvard guy with just hardcore Rutgers.
I told you. They be sitting at dinner. One guy get a pitcher of Bud Light, and the other guy will get one of your finest Chiantis. Right? That's
right in the face.
Right. That's it.
All right. Take a quick break. You guys get at the show. Miami 560 WQAM on YouTube and Twitch. Vic Fangio, the Dolphins parting ways. We got championship weekend coming on up. Back up to this. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Our two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Leroy, can we get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Compared to what it was last week, it's hot as hell. It's a bit warm. The breeze is crisp. I'd say 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting even higher than that.
Ain't true.
And it is partly to mostly cloudy. I would maybe look out for a shower here and there, although, it may say it's not going to rain. When there's clouds in Florida, I fear rain.
Tell you where it's not raining.
And the wind is coming out of the east-southeast.
How do you do, Marcos?
Oh, this guy's a golfer, dude. He is a golfer. The wind is coming out of the southeast at 12 miles per hour. It is currently 79 degrees, and there's a 30% chance of rain. It will get cooler, but not until the weekend.
No, the weekend?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yes, the weekend.
Not too bad.
Oh.
Though. Nothing too crazy.
So if it gets colder, just look out for J Fix. She'll be walking around in a bikini.
Yeah, true. That's her style.
That's how she keeps warm.
Style over here in Miami, so I won't be the only one.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? As soon as it gets below 70, there's boots with fur and mink coats.
Man, Sunday
On the
you're gonna
beach,
wake
I'll
up to
say.
55 degrees.
Ooh.
Like
Oh,
that.
that's
Crisp.
warmer than it was last
That
Sunday.
means my son's first football game of the season. It's gonna be real football weather.
Oh, we're back.
Real football weather. Yeah, he's back. He's on
Like
the Ravens.
football?
Oh, is he?
Yep. Got his Ravens jersey in the mail this week.
Oh.
They mail jerseys now. That's like a thing.
Wow, yeah. They used to, you just pick them up in a box before the
I know.
first game.
Used to be in a box. Now they mail you the jersey. It's because the NFL. The NFL just keeps pocketing money. It's the NFL's flag football league.
That's true.
So it's like they send you the Ravens jersey with the flag in it. So
Oh, so he's excited. So is he rooting for the Ravens this weekend?
he might. I don't even think he knows who's in the Super Bowl or in the AFC Championship. But I was explaining to him because I was explaining to him. He goes, no. His reaction was, another bird. Because he had his first team was the Seahawks in the fall.
So he opened up the box and go, another bird.
Yeah.
Which is something you would say. Like, this is so your kid. You wonder where he gets it from.
Get to see, did I do the Palmetto Ford? No. I did not. Let's get to our headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
No trucks.
Miami Hurricanes get a much needed win yesterday on the road against Notre Dame. They beat them 73-61. Norchad Omier, my good, 33 points, 10 rebounds. He was killing it.
Welcome back.
Man,
Needed him.
Sure wish somebody on the Heat would do that.
You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Take a lesson. Take a lesson from Norchad, dude. Let's go. Meanwhile, the Cats last night. We'll get more into this in Cat Talk.
Ooh, that was over quick.
Yeah. They beat the Coyotes 6-2 yesterday.
We almost got a 305 parlay.
And
Because
you
then
guessed it.
the FA Owls won. The FAU Owls won.
Only one team blew it last night.
And boy, did they blow. Woo.
You guessed it. It was a Panthers game. So who scored?
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
35 goals
Oh,
on the
boy.
season. Couple from Matthew Tkachuk yesterday. We'll hear some of those calls from Doug Plagans coming up at the top of next hour. The Heat, they do lose yesterday to the Memphis Grizzlies. Terry Rozier had a chance to give him the lead late. About a minute 30 left. Has that step back three. I was like, oh, Jim. Didn't go in.
It's okay, though. We're not mad at him.
No, I thought I actually I'm like, man, I could see a lot of the good this guy is going to do. It would be nice if the stars of the team would decide, hey, let's wake up and get this all together.
Yeah, let's play with him.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Caleb Lamar had a nice game yesterday too, but he played a I don't want to move game.
Yeah.
You know what was amazing to me at the end of the game when they were down like 6 and they were going to score and they burned 23 and a half seconds trying to pass it out to get the 3. I wanted to crash my TV.
Dude,
it was so frustrating.
I don't understand.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
You know exactly. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. They think there's like a college shot clock all of a sudden. What are you guys, Hoosiers?
Forget the college shot clock. The game is about the end.
Ridiculous, dude. Oh my God. You just frustrated
me. I was like, I changed channel. I start watching something else, anything else, because I couldn't watch them dribble in the paint, kick it out, dribble in the paint, kick it out. Guys, the game is about to end.
It was literally like semi-pro with Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson just passing it back and forth in semi-pro. It was. Oh my God! Just one of you take over the game already. Let's go.
Too mature, dude. We're playing too mature.
Too mature. We need to get Chris Finch down here.
That's right.
You know, I'm not saying I want to fire Spo. I'm just saying, like, give him a speech.
That's it.
Yeah, you guys got to go play more like Karl Anthony Towns. Immature. Spo's yesterday. He's like, oh, it's funky time of the season. I'm like, that's what?
What is that?
like not helping, Spo. You are not helping.
He's like, oh yeah, you guys didn't know? It's that time of year, everybody.
Yeah, I think right now it's just one of these periods of time in an NBA season that's funky. I can't even explain it, and that's basically what I told the group. There were.
I hope it goes in front of the group.
I can explain it. No, you can't score if nobody will shoot.
Be like, guys, this isn't the skills competition. I don't know. Are you guys going for prettiest assist? Because half of them end up in the stands. What are we doing?
A lot of just, uncharacteristic, plays offensively. I thought, again, we did a lot of good things offensively, and then it would lead to a missed shot or a shot that would rim in and out. And then, it's just going to take some fortitude. And, it's okay to have, a grind in this business where things are.
Oh, it's been a grind, dude. It has been a grind. Trust me. What did he say? He said that game was in the cement when it was the Brooklyn Nets games. They've stayed stuck in the cement. Like, we've turned into a sculpture.
Oh, my goodness.
They're not necessarily going your way, and you just have to stay with it, and you develop that collective toughness. Nobody's happy or comfortable with this, and I know a lot of guys are trying to do the right thing offensively. I see it, and I don't want the group to get frustrated with that because a breakthrough is right around the corner.
Look, usually I'm going to just say this. Typically when he says that, he's right. He always sees it before anybody else sees it.
I don't want to hear that.
But I got to tell you, I want some fun basketball. It's boring and frustrating. I want somebody to have a Devin Booker game. Score 40. Never happens on this team. Save us, Terry.
Because we don't have that dude.
I think we do have that dude. I think he just chooses not to show up till April.
Yeah.
He's done it plenty in the playoffs.
I know, but again,
I looked it up. I'm like,
you gotta get to the playoffs first.
I know, it's such a grind. Can we have some fun beforehand, baby?
Like, when was the last time we saw a game where the game was over midway through the fourth quarter? A month?
Remember? I can't recall. And they're gonna win tonight. I guarantee it. That's what they do. And
Chili pepper?
They drag me back in.
Chili pepper?
It's a 7.5 point spread. You want to get on this tonight? I'm taking the heat.
We can do little something.
I'm taking the heat.
Something.
Can I get Jaime back? Oh, Jaime.
Yeah, I was to say it was injury report. You gotta check out the injuries.
I
now.
miss Jaime so bad.
So if there's an injury, do they take the chili pepper away or?
Yeah. Which then it's like a normal bet.
Let's see. I'm trying to look. When's the last time a game was over for the Miami Heat? Man, probably the last one I'm looking at where I was like, I mean, they had that Charlotte game pretty much in hand on D-Wade night. That wasn't really a threat. I don't remember. The one, the Golden State game to start the road trip, I remember that being a pretty comfortable game for them. But it's
How long ago was that?
Oh, that was December 30th, December 28th.
Yeah. Oh, last year. Nice. Sweet. Perfect.
That sounds so long ago.
So long ago, dude.
The Miami Heat in the last 5 games since Jimmy Butler has come back have put up 96 points, 97 points, 87 points, 96 points. They had one game where they cracked 100 when they lost to DeJounte Murray at the buzzer. They lost 109-108. One time they've crossed 100 points. Once.
Was that on D-Wade night?
No, that was on UD night.
Oh, the night they lost. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You figure on UD night, both teams are scoring in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
That's a real UD night.
Take a break. Back after this.
Young J-A-C-K.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQ. Oh, enough of this JJ Redick, dude. Like, it's enough of this JJ Redick. They put him on television all the time. It's like, we get it already with this JJ Redick. He's all over the place, and it's enough of him already. You know, he's on the call tonight, by the way. National game, TNT. Of course, you listen to it here, 560 WQM. You want the local call, Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert. Do a fantastic job, I may say. You know, nonstop, every single game. They're awesome. Tommy Tig, Solana, I was listening to them on the way home yesterday. They were there late. I was like, whoa. I got a good taste of the cool down yesterday, because let me tell you, that post game lickety split got done quick. Everybody wanted to get the hell out of there.
Nice.
Get the hell out of there.
That's the only good thing about loss.
It was like Spo, Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
Went in the locker room. Tyler had already talked to Bally, so he was out.
Yeah.
And then don't think Jimmy spoke. And Bam went up. Boom. Failed my quiz. We were done. So I got out of there. It was like probably one of the fastest Heat games I've gotten out of there all season.
Yeah.
And
that happens with a losing streak.
It does. Yeah. People do not want to. That's the thing about losing streaks. People don't want to stick around.
Nope.
Talk about no. They want to get the hell out of there. Understood.
Very quick.
Understood. I don't want to talk about it either.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about losing to Conchar.
I don't think that's a real person.
Leroy.
Yes.
You know, on this show, we're very respectable.
Yeah.
And we like to see. Are we ready to say goodbye, Marcos?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we are.
Vic Fangio. Fangs up. Onlyfangs.com is now closed for business. We are done. That coward skedaddled back up to the north to be with Eagles fans. Enjoy that, Vic.
Jesus Christ.
To say goodbye, Marcos has put a little something together.
I'm gonna miss you, Fangs.
My highlight of my day is driving home at night, and I listen to the 70s on 7. And I don't think Taylor Swift has any songs on there. You know, the music that I should say, the noise they usually play in music is not music, it's noise.
What are your thoughts on social media?
I don't partake.
He doesn't live life on Twitter, Tobin. He's one of the old.
Well, one, he's a morning person. I'm a night person.
Yeah, but I do think that the old don't like to change their ways.
You know, when the unit as a whole is not playing up to snuff, you know, both coaching and playing.
The old love using the term up to snuff.
No, I don't look at the analytics part of it. I watch the tape, and I know if our pass rush is good enough or not.
The old love arbitrary rules.
I think all things are fair right now. I know there's, you know, it was, you know, we're still kind of grieving through the process collectively as a coaching staff. You know,
the old love control, the old hate running it back. Time's up, Fangio. I'm done with you, Fangio. It's over, dude.
So he's definitely.
I don't want you. It's over, dude.
So he's definitely.
He'll be back. The old love attention. I'm glad he's gone, dude. And time is.
You don't even gonna miss him a little bit?
No. No, it was like your grandpa coaching you.
I mean, his little.
Wasn't their defense like better than it's been in a few years?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The offense has been.
No, go look at the defensive stats. They were in the 20s before you got there.
Congratulations. Put lipstick on a pig.
What?
You heard me.
Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The defense kept you in a lot of games when your offense.
They did, but you want to know something? That wasn't scheme. That was Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer being more man than everybody else.
Okay.
Anybody could do that. I could go tell them to do that.
I love the way we pick and choose whether it's the players or the coaching.
I'm not gonna be sitting here and being like, oh yeah, pat him on the back just because you think he deserves it. He doesn't.
Was the defense better than they were in previous years?
I mean, like, hard to be worse. They had that Josh Boyer. He was a boob, a Flores holdover.
You still didn't answer my question, though.
I did answer your question.
You brought Fangs in for your defense to be better. Was the defense better?
Anybody could have done it.
I would say they were a lot better, and I probably have the numbers to support it. But because you want to feel the way you feel, you won't acknowledge that.
No, I don't agree with that.
Give me numbers to prove me wrong.
Like, first of all, he didn't get good until Jalen Ramsey came back.
Yeah,
that I do.
I
did answer your question. I just told you they didn't get good until Jalen Ramsey came back. So who was it? Was it Fangs or was it Jalen Ramsey? In my mind, Jalen Ramsey's the coordinator.
Now I see why Twitter attacks you.
What?
Because I want to attack you. You sound crazy.
For some reason, I can't get ESPN to give me my the regular season stats. It's only stuck on postseason. So
here's the kicker.
I'm trying to, but it won't.
But here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in Fangs and then brought in Jalen Ramsey to fit that defense, and the defense was better. The defense kept you in a lot of games that your offense had no chance being in, no reason being in.
I agree with you that the defense did more of their job at the end, but that was just because of Christian Wilkins and Zach Sealer, not because of this old timer.
Okay.
Look at the reaction. Let me ask you this: if you have a swift reaction from your players, your good players who are like, "Good, glad he's gone," didn't like the way we were playing. What does that say? If Jevon Holland and Jalen Ramsey are social media activities speaks to didn't like him, Drew Rosenhaus, who basically represents half the defense, is saying locker room didn't like him. Is it really going to be that big of a loss? You don't think you can make that up with somebody who is in-house?
Here's what I would say. It's a good thing and a bad thing that players did that. It's a good thing because they're together. But it's a bad thing because if your defense is worse, it's solely on you. You understand what I'm saying?
I get you.
Okay, so when the season starts next year, I don't give a rat's ass who the coach is. Because of the way the players reacted to Fangs getting fired or whatever they call it, right? If your defense is worse, it's all on you.
See.
Agreed?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Middle of the pack, Leroy.
It beats the bottom.
Yeah, it beats the bottom, yeah. It beats the bottom, but it's not like they were sitting here. It's not like they were top 5. Like the offense was.
Well, all right.
Actually, looking at it from last year, samesies in rankings.
No, they weren't.
Swear to God.
No chance.
Swear to God, dude.
Numbers aren't that different. I was looking at them now.
They're not that different. I'm with you. I know what my eyes saw at the end of the season. I'm just telling you. Remember what a rough start it was?
Yeah.
Kind of was. Yeah, it flipped. It was all offense, then flipped to defense. They need to somehow have it smooth through everything, you know?
Well, the teams that have it smooth are playing this weekend.
Yeah.
So
you got Lamar Jackson. Here's Lamar Jackson going up against Patrick Mahomes.
Wow, that was a left turn.
Yeah, because let's talk about the teams that are actually playing for a second, you know?
You get mad at me. Give his ass a -1.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Because you got mad at me when the show started.
Yeah.
And then now you just did the same thing.
No, I got mad at you for wanting to pat yourself on the back.
No.
That's why I got mad at you.
Got mad at me for what?
I got mad at you for wanting to pat yourself on the back over Harbaugh. Which, by the way, you should have broken the news to us like 3 days ago. You knew.
You knew.
You knew.
You knew the whole
you
time.
Knew.
There's 2 things that I said on this show that you guys have turned a blind eye to. One was eventually college football would have 3 or 4 conferences, and that's it.
Matthew Stafford doesn't sit in his kitchen like that with his laptop.
See what I got? See what I do a show with? I do a show with Tommy.
Ridiculous.
I do a show with Tommy and
-1.
And while he's doing the show, he's trying to look for those little things on the phone.
I'm mad at you because you could have broken the Harbaugh news days ago to us, and you didn't.
I told you 2 months ago.
Yeah, but you told us like
Yeah,
you
but,
should have
he
said
asked you
Leroy
again a
Horde is
couple days
reporting.
ago. Yeah.
Sources say.
Yeah.
And you're always like, oh, no, what's happening in Michigan? I don't know.
Listen.
Was the AD my roommate? Yes, he was my roommate, but I don't know anything that's going on. You know everything. I know you're on a secret Wolverines group chat, and you could have told us days ago. We could have scooped everything.
Yeah, you're on a Wolverines group
Can
chat.
I just tell you
Wow,
this?
dude.
I am the worst person to have on group chat when those situations, because I will call somebody a liar. I will say, "Who the hell are you?" And it'll be like, "Oh, it's Desmond. Oh, my bad." Like, I don't know everybody.
Yeah, Menu 631. He did keep that from the gang.
No, I didn't.
That's what he said,
Wow.
Yeah, but you keep looking up when you say you did it.
Also, you said you knew. You said you called it a long time ago. Pretty suspicious.
I told you guys. I
All
said
right.
the next coach of the Chargers. This is before Staley got fired, if I'm not correct.
So
Am
that's how
I-
long ago you knew?
Before Staley got fired, I said the next coach of the Los Angeles Chargers will be Jim Harbaugh.
Well, now I got to root against him though. I don't want.
Why not?
I don't
You
want
want my
Justin
next.
Herbert.
You want my next prediction?
Yeah.
Yep.
You ready? Next year, the Los Angeles Chargers will win that division.
No.
The one with the
You want to
Chiefs-
put a dartboard of doom
What?
on it?
On the you want to put a year in advance dartboard of doom?
Yeah.
On
yeah.
the it's football. I'm always scared of like people getting hurt. Like, what if Mahomes pulls up lame?
No, you always lose in these things. Always.
Nah, I don't want to bet that. It's football.
See?
But I don't think it. I don't
It's a
agree with you.
division,
I don't agree with you.
You will bet on two ants crossing the street, but you
Yeah.
won't bet on something
I think
tangible.
you should do it.
Because it's football.
I'll take that bet. Because there's no way we're gonna remember this a year from now.
I'll remember.
He one time remembered a bet with Chris Perkins about like Derrick Henry versus I don't
Yeah.
know who the hell it was.
There's
Yep.
no way I'm gonna remember.
I don't even remember who it was.
I'm gonna ask you to pull the
It
tape.
was Derrick Henry versus I want to say it was Ezekiel Elliott or
But
something.
it was like over their career. It was a ridiculously long
Oh,
bet.
okay.
It was
Yeah,
like
right.
who was going to be,
and then
consecutive 1,000-yard rusher for 3 straight seasons.
and then Derrick Henry ran for 2,000, and I called Perkins. I said, "Yep, we're done. You win."
Anyway, what are you eating? By the way, we're doing the thing where
It
we're
is
writing.
intense,
We're
crunchy.
ASMR right in your snack bag.
Wait, let me guess. Some sort of nuts.
Salty.
Almonds.
Ooh.
Almonds.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
Point
Nice.
for Tobin.
With some chocolate. You can't just have it.
Of course. Yeah. What are you, a parrot? Of course.
With
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, he
mango
finished it
flavored
second.
lemonade.
dang.
Color me intrigued.
You eating good, dog?
they had a good one. They had strawberry something, and they don't have it anymore. Sucked.
Man, all this arguing about fangs that Leroy was doing. He
Tobin
dropped it.
is shaped like an almond. No, that'd be the world's biggest almond. Come on. Almond.
Mixed nuts, mixed bag. Next.
Ooh.
I can't begin to knowing.
Welcome back.
Where's the bum?
He's out
He
here.
is out and about,
talking.
being a show pony on the cell phone, potentially making an important call. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time until proven guilty. But
You want to start? You want to start your mixed bag?
yeah, let's go ahead and start the mixed bag, shall we? Yeah. All righty then. On the docket today, Tobin mentioned us discussing the teams that are actually competing in the championship weekend. Leroy, would you like to hear from Lamar Jackson?
I would. The way he's handled himself all year with what is going on, the contract or whatever, has been a lesson in class.
Indeed. And this is him, again, being filled with class as he usually is, as he speaks on his opponent this upcoming weekend, Patrick Mahomes.
I don't like competing against him at all. But yeah, I mean, he's a great quarterback. Definitely a Hall of Famer. It's not even it's a no-brainer. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I believe it's just two greats, up-and-coming greats, just going toe-to-toe.
Ooh.
You there for a second, buddy.
What happened?
I don't know. It just crashed.
The internet just kind of.
Oh, internet crashed?
Yeah, it kind of crapped out for a second.
But I don't have those problems.
How about that?
You don't. Were you able to hear any of what Lamar said?
I heard most of it.
I
would like to. He went humble and then he didn't. When have you ever heard another player call himself an up and coming great?
Right? Yeah.
So I was like, whoa.
That what he said. I didn't get to hear that soundbite.
Yeah, I'll play it one more time for Tobin since he wants.
Listen to the last part, Tobin. Tell me what you think.
He wants to witness the greatness between these two.
I don't like competing against him at all. But yeah, I mean, he's a great quarterback. Definitely a Hall of Famer. It's not even it's a no-brainer. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I believe it's just two greats, up-and-coming greats, just going toe-to-toe. You know, like a heavyweight fight, heavyweight matchup. That's just what I see.
I love it.
Yeah. No. I know.
Two up-and-coming greats. He is an up-and-coming. If you're going to be a two-time MVP.
Hold on. There's certain people.
Yep.
If they said that, you would blow a gasket. Slow down, buddy.
I know. But Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson's so cool.
Yeah,
I know he's
so
cool. I just called him a class act.
If Josh Allen said that, I'd kill him for it.
Right. That's my point. That was my point. You made my point. Depending on who says that.
If Tua said it, I'd love it.
Of course. But yeah, so do you have a problem with somebody calling themselves an up-and-coming great?
I'll
tell you. Wait. I'll tell you. I'll give you a name. Somebody said that. You blow a gasket.
Uh-huh.
LeBron.
Well, no, he's not an up-and-coming great. He is a great.
No, at any point in his career, if he would have said something like that, you would have blew a gasket.
There's not really a point I could point to LeBron calling himself
Stop it!
Great.
Oh my goodness!
Like by the time he left Miami, he was a 4-time MVP.
Oh my goodness! All right, know what I'm saying.
Now he has said some things to like. That's when I knew I was the greatest of all time when he won his third ring, and I was like, calm down. Maybe he is the greatest of all time, but that's what decided it, and then he decided.
But that's you made my point for me.
He's also
even if it's true, we're not disagreeing with Lamar Jackson. Can you say that about yourself?
Yeah, I think you can. If you get back, I think with his credentials.
And I just pointed out to you, because you're a fraud, it depends on who says it.
Agreed.
It could be factual about anybody that we discuss saying it.
I'm not a fraud, but I'm not a fraud if I'm honest about my inconsistencies.
No, that means you agreeing to being a fraud.
No.
Oh my goodness. So
it's like catch me if you can, you know?
So you're saying if I agree that I'm maybe hooked on some meth, right? It doesn't make me less of an addict.
Well, no, but I think you're more in control because what do they say is always the first
denial.
Rule? No.
Oh,
what? Admitting you have a problem.
It still doesn't take away from the problem. What the hell's wrong with you?
It's about me and the Chili Peppers.
It's like Lamar Jackson, dude. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness, this conversation.
Have some fun, man.
Like,
By the way, this is my third cafe.
Yeah, that's
sometimes. Oh, they opened it, they unlocked it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, I would have came to work.
It was amazing in here.
Hey, come in, a little Friday. Look at a little Friday coffee, baby.
We were rummaging through there. I had to get the little green cup.
I know. F the green cups.
Wow.
Like, why would they even get that?
There is now. I will say there's
nobody in this business drinks half and half.
There's some rumors of Cafe Bustelo thievery in this building.
That's why they lock it up, dude. Guess what? Guess what I did? Guess what I'm doing? I don't even have a K cup machine, and I went and bought Cafe Bustelo K cups.
Wow.
So when I do come to work,
gotcha.
Yeah. What else you got, Marcos?
That's the one thing I look forward to in that building. Seeing my friends in Cafe Bustelo.
I had heard rumors that somebody had pulled a Leroy. I have heard rumors in the building. I'm not one for gossip, but I've heard some rumors in the building. Somebody did what Leroy did because we couldn't get to the Cafe Bustelo. It was locked up for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And that somebody did a Leroy where they brought their own Cafe Bustelo K-Cups. Those were also stolen.
Oh no, you don't bring. Hold on. That person is a dummy.
Oh,
that person is a dummy.
Who brought it in?
You don't put it in a community place around here.
If you buy if you buy like a wholesale, like a BJ's Cafe Bustelo, you expect that's gonna last well. Okay, take a couple. It's for the community. You don't take the box.
Right.
That's wrong.
No. So that's what I do.
Blame yourself, Solana.
It was Solana. What else we got in the mix bag?
For mom and dad because he still lives at home.
In the mix bag, let's go ahead and switch over to basketball. I know we're up against it. I just want you guys to hear Luka.
Oh, Luka! Did you see what happened yesterday?
No,
upset. Dude.
Luka got some fans kicked out of the game. Apparently, the fan was telling him, "Was it get your conditioning up or get on the treadmill?"
I think he called them a little fatty fat.
Something like that. And like they got smoked yesterday. They lost by 30 to the Suns. Devin Booker scored 46. I don't know what that's like.
Well, but then here's the thing. Devin Booker scored 40, 46?
46.
But that didn't stop KD from scoring. That's the point. Like, why does it have to be one or the other here?
Either way.
I mean, those two guys scored 70-something points.
So Luka last night was asked about this, I think by ESPN's Tim McMahon, and apparently like this did not go great.
Luka, what were you frustrated about at the end of the second quarter when you got that technical?
I know I saw you when you said about the fan, that was not a true all. That was not the only thing he said, but I knew you would be the first one to point out something like that. I'm not going to say what he said, but I knew you were going to be the first one to put out something like that. So I just thought, man, it's just funny. You always seem to be the first one to put some bad stuff about me.
First of all, 99% of the stuff I've written about you has been good.
I don't know.
I was sitting 2 rows behind us.
All right. So it was the only thing that time he said something, the only thing?
That was what you reacted to.
Yeah. I was hearing the whole first half, right? Or you didn't hear anything?
He was definitely hollering.
Okay, there we go. Well, you put out something that was just the only thing, but
okay. Final straw. What was the final issue? What was the thing that?
It's not the issue. I'm just saying you seems to be the first one to always put something bad about me.
Asked for the fan to be ejected.
That's fine. It's all over.
Why did you ask for the fan to be ejected?
Because he was cursing me the whole first half too.
Why didn't you ask for him to be ejected in the first half then?
Because I never would eject a fan. They pay for tickets, but I had enough, It's a little bit of frustration.
You turned your head and looked over at him after he said that. That's what we saw.
Yeah, that's fine. The bad guy in the media, right? It's all right.
Fairly portrayed in the media?
No.
Does Luka think that he's badly portrayed in the media?
What the hell is going on, dude?
Apparently, here's what Tim McMahon, just so I can Tim McMahon tweeted yesterday. It's a kid and a Devin Booker, not a kid, person in their 20s, Devin Booker fan. And Tim McMahon tweeted, Luka Dončić asked security to eject this Suns fan who was sitting 2 rows behind midcourt press row. The comment the fan made that drew Doncic's wrath, quote, Luka, you're tired. Get your ass on the treadmill.
He was so emotional.
Can I just say this? I'm gonna defend Luka from this standpoint.
For Tim McMahon sass?
No. Just the overall comments. Because I never could figure out this. People go to these games and buy tickets and think they can yell whatever the hell they want without any consequences, regardless of what it is. And I tell people all the time, you would not say that to me if I was just a dude on the street.
No.
Why do you think you could say that in this environment? And they go, oh, you're an athlete. You should be able to take it. I say, really? So if I go to Publix and I'm not happy with my service and I yell at that person across because I paid for a sub or whatever, is that okay? No, that's being a Karen. So what's the difference? To me, there's no difference.
To me, what really needs to be done here is Luka needs to get the hell out of Dallas because that is an unfair portrayal.
Here we go.
By the
And
media
let me guess where he can go.
Ira Winderman would never, ever speak to you like that. Nor would Barry Jackson or Anthony Chang or myself, Luka.
Really? Really? You'd be the first one to say, get his ass on the treadmill.
That would never happen.
You got the big money. Now you got fat cat syndrome. Why don't you take a walk on the treadmill? That's exactly what you would say.
We would never talk to you like that down, Luka. And we would never let road fans talk to you like that down here, okay? Never. Never would talk to you about that, Luka Dončić. So I just want to say, Luka, if you ever get sick of their ass in Dallas, which you probably will, just think about other I'm not saying I want to, go out there and actively recruit you. I'm just saying I just know if you were to ever decide in your career that you'd want to play in a certain place, I know a place where that would never happen with the unfair portrayal in the media. And that's right down here in Miami.
-1.
Why?
Because you snuck the harpoon out your bum.
I'm not harpooning.
Is not enough.
I'm not harpooning. I'm not harpooning. I'm not harpooning.
What do you call that? You know what you're doing right now? Before you harpoon, you throw the chum in the water.
No, I'm not chumming.
So yeah, you are. You're chumming.
I'm just saying it's tough to see an NBA great be that sad being, first of all, in Dallas. The place sucks. I've been there. It's just nothing but gray and Whataburgers.
I got to tell you, Dallas is very spaced out.
Yeah, it's just space.
There's nothing close.
I think Luka, I'm just saying, if you ever get started of it, now listen, you are going to have to be in shape because Pat Riley don't play. But I will say you'll never get fat shamed again.
Stop treating everyone.
Say premature harponation.
It just never happened. Ira would never talk to you like that.
You are the worst. The worst.
Look at his face.
Yes, I know. We all know this
one. Good access.
Fraud.
Yep. Listen to him.
Tobin's a fraud.
But yeah, so like we live in an environment where people think that they go to a game, they can yell whatever they want.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why doesn't everybody hold these people accountable?
Yeah, especially
if an athlete were to say that to a fan, everybody would flip out.
Yeah.
If you saw somebody who was chunky on the front row and you fell over him and you said, why don't you get your fat ass on the treadmill, right? That would be on all the news all over the country. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're Charles Barkley, then that's like pretty normal.
Oh yeah, he can say what he wants. That's a hell of a spot to be in, right?
Yep.
He just willy-nilly comments whatever he want to say, and everybody say, "Oh, that's just Chuck."
Schmeathan does point out though, Leroy did this all of Marlins spring training.
I did, and it was glorious.
Wow.
No. I didn't do it all.
No, you know what?
-1.
You really
for
did
flip
the whole
floppery.
day.
I just did it. No. She was on the other
whole
foot.
day.
No, it's not. I did. Wait.
Oh,
I did it. Wait, I had to eat it. I did it with one guy. And let me tell you something. He should have been wearing 40s and he was squeezing in the 34s. That's not my fault. Tobin, am I lying?
Hard to say.
No, you know damn well. Like he walked by us, he was breathing heavy. His jersey. He was breathing heavy. His jersey was so tight. No, what the hell y'all want me
We
to say?
really need to have one that says for fat shaming.
I gotta get some
I'm not fat shaming.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
Then what are you doing?
Tobin.
You gotta go to break, huh?
No.
Afternoons.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. I swear to God, listen, Celsius, you know I love you. I've been banned. My supervisors here will not let me have more caffeine.
Yeah, dude, please.
So
please.
I just want to say, Cat Dog is brought to us by our friends over at Delicious Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers. By the way, peach. Raspberry. Banging.
Leroy, did you see how the fight? Did you see how the Panthers game started off last night?
I did not.
All right, I'm going to send you the video so you can watch because I know you love a good scrap. But we had a revenge face-off to start the game yesterday. Did you see how it started, J-Fig?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Okay. Well, I'll send this to you as well. So yesterday they were taking on the Coyotes, and the Panthers. You see at the start of the game, Ryan Lomberg is taking the face-off, which
strange.
Not typically what Lomberg does. Lomberg is there to kick ass. You know, he's not there to really start off the game, Leroy. So the Panthers were getting revenge for what the Coyotes did to Nick Cousins back on the road, where Nick Cousins took a really dirty hit. And as Moeller said to start the broadcast yesterday, Panthers don't forget. Panthers don't forget. So the
nobody's hitting anybody. Let's go.
Or just send it.
I've got to send it to you, J-Vic. Sorry.
Oh, I get it. It was a good little kerfuffle to start off with, but it was a tickle fight.
Whatever. The point is, that's how hockey is.
It drew blood, Leroy.
Yeah. Here is.
That was a snot bubble, dummy.
Well, I think there was a fight right after that. I don't know. They didn't post video of that one. I'll try and find the second video. But apparently there were two fights back to back.
Yeah.
To get because the Panthers don't forget. Panthers don't forget. And
my favorite is he right before they drop the puck, he backs up. You know what's up, right?
You know what's up.
Gloves.
Yep.
The puck never dropped.
Here is Doug Plagans with the call of the fight last night.
Again, Panthers right to left, Arizona left to right. And the puck is down. And here we go. Ryan Lomberg right off the opening faceoff. Head-to-head with Jack McBain. Lomberg trying to get that right hand free right off the opening face-off tonight, ready to rumble here at Amaranth Bank Arena in Sunrise. As they exchange right hands, and Lomberg takes McBain down, and our linesmen get between the two.
You hear the John Cena music?
I love that.
So good. So
it's like, look, everybody knows what's about to happen. Nobody's ready to skate.
Yeah.
His helmet fell off and everything. I mean, that just brought a big smile to my face.
I like that fight, but
can I ask you a question?
Oh, the second fight actually is much better.
Yeah.
The second fight is
why did he have to throw the stick all the way to the sideline?
I don't know. I guess just to make sure nobody trips.
Tough.
Just being careful.
Oh, that's nice.
Nobody hit nobody.
Hockey is I like the second link up where they go almost like an MMA match where they both link up on the and then boom they start throwing the haymaker.
Somebody else now.
Yeah.
That's
right. Look, he dropping this. Look, he fainting. He fainting and everything.
I think
we fighting or we gonna tap it out.
The way
somebody ooh, there we go. Here we go. Uppercut. Oh my goodness. Dude.
This is definitely giving me
Jonah Gadjevich for
Hey, so who was in the second fight?
Jonah Gadjevich.
Once again, the helmet.
So he got his helmet knocked off though.
Those dudes,
he knocked it off.
Those dudes linked up like Khabib and Connor.
Yeah,
like,
but why look? They were like rocking back and forth for like 5 minutes. Let's go,
dude. It's got to be so hard to fight on skates, Leroy.
All right,
you can barely go on skates.
It's got to be so hard to fight on skates.
Someone's pulling you, pushing you. That's rough.
The balance, I mean, I know these guys have been skating their whole lives, but typically the fighters aren't.
You want to know what core strength is? Core strength is getting in a fight on skates.
Yeah.
Tkachuk said we had a couple of savages start us off the right way last night. Hockey, dude.
And it wasn't him.
No, surprisingly, no.
Want to hear Plagan's call of it?
Yes.
Kevin Stenlin's going to lean in for the face-off now. And here we go. It's going to be Gadjevich and Liam O'Brien. Gadjevich and O'Brien, a heavyweight tilt right here at center ice, right on top of the Panthers logo. Tona Gadjevich squares up his opponent here. O'Brien, two guys, no stranger to this business, picking up early here this evening. Couple of rights coming in from O'Brien. Gadjevich has his helmet knocked off. He tries to get a couple of rights free, and our linesman immediately between the two of them. And that'll be the end of part 2 of the festivities here. 7 seconds off the clock.
Man.
So
I gotta tell you, listen,
2 fights.
I gotta tell you, this Doug Plagans, he's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
Because you gotta call 2 sports. You gotta call hockey and he gotta call fighting.
Couple of rights in there.
He's got a little John Anik in him.
I
like that, man. Good for Doug Plagans.
What a way to start a game. That's what we needed.
And then they scored like
Miami. That's
but then they scored like 4 goals. So yeah.
You know, Udonis Haslem would have loved if he could have just started off against Tyler Hansborough that way.
Oh,
he doesn't have to like do it in the midst of acting like we're playing basketball. He goes, let's just do this. Let's just do this right now.
Look, I'm not
You know
saying
what? No, can I just say this?
Hmm?
And this is with all honest and fairness. Like, every league has those dudes. It ain't like hockey. It's like those dudes, like, no, I ain't going there. UD is one of them guys.
I like how
Tyler Hansbrough ain't gonna fight UD.
Well, he didn't fight UD. UD just gave him the business for hitting D Wade and then high-fiving over it. He goes, "Oh no."
Yeah, that's
No.
like
How,
even on the football field too. You knew the guys to mess with and not to mess with.
I like Plagans going, Gadjevich, no stranger to this business.
He's even giving previews. Heavyweights. Like he's a heavyweights.
Telling you, man. That hockey broadcast, you got to be talented. You never know. You got to switch on a dime. Here's Tkachuk after the game.
Well, Matthew, what does it mean just have a win like that where it seems like every guy in this room kind of has a piece from start to finish?
Yeah, it was awesome. Tons of energy from our team, even starting before the game, so not too thrilled with the way it ended over there in Arizona. I thought that we brought it tonight, and we brought it from the start. So it's good to see everybody pitch in and just have a really good group effort.
What does it mean to start the game like that? 2 fights, and then you guys get all the goals right away, backing up?
Yeah, I mean, Lombi and Gadji are great at what they do, and they're great for this team, and what they did to start there was awesome for us. And definitely gave us so much energy and positive energy from the start. And
this is better than baseball, yeah.
Hey, question.
Baseball,
Question. Why do you take the gloves off?
I think because bare knuckle, like you can't just keep repeatedly hitting somebody in the head with a glove, I'd imagine, because you don't hurt your hand. Like it's not manly.
It's too much cushion.
Also, I don't think
they do it in boxing.
I also don't think they close all the way. Like I think it's like I've never put on a hockey glove, but I don't think it's conducive to punching.
It's a glove. What glove is it?
It's a big word, dog.
Oven mitts.
Buxton. That's true.
It's also a mitt, you jackass. It's called a mitt. It's called a mitt. It's not called a glove. It's called a mitt. Oven mitts.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
You're lashing out.
Dude, I'll bring you an oven mitt and I'll use a glove.
All right. We'll find out next segment.
15 minutes of heat for your ass right here on 560 WQAM. Tobin and Leroy here with you, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch as we do every single weekday. You guys can watch us there all 4 hours, and of course can watch the clips back as well. You guys can watch clips of Hockman and Crowder, Krantz's Corner. Check us all out over there. And if you missed the Jevon Holland show, last edition, I believe, was yesterday or the day before. So you guys can go hear the Snowman's breakdown of the season, as he had to end on 2 bad MCLs and whatnot. But check us on out, everybody. Heat, they lose yesterday to the Memphis Grizzlies. They are back right at it tonight against the Boston Celtics. Only the second matchup these teams have faced off this year. And obviously Boston's having a very good regular season, 34-10, I think they are on the year. And Miami is in a 4-game losing streak and can't score 100 points.
34-10?
I think so.
That's almost fireable in Milwaukee.
I know. I was going to say they were 33-11.
Bro,
on the hot seat.
Giannis is a liar. Dude.
Oh, dude. Okay, I know we usually set up. Are you buying what he's selling?
Yeah.
Can I play you something?
Yeah.
You tell
Please
me
do.
whether or not. This is Giannis's thoughts. You tell me if you're buying what he's selling about his former coach here.
I feel like he did an unbelievable job. I'm not gonna lie, the record speaks for itself. He did an unbelievable job. He was a great person, easy to talk to. You felt this feeling of easiness when you were around him. I had a main conversation with him. I talked with him yesterday. The record speaks for itself. Like, he was 30-13. But at the end of the day, like, this is the NBA, and sometimes people think when you win by 4, you got to win by 20. And when you lose a game, you got to win a game, and it's hard. But at the end of the day, I trust the ownership decision. I trust the front office. Me personally, I don't know about them, but and other people's opinion. I believe Coach Griff was an incredible person, incredible coach. For me, I'm going to always stay in touch with him.
You ever realize when people say more words, you just feel like all of them are dishonest? Just like you just kept talking. And I'm just like, Giannis, you lied right off the bat, and you just keep lying here. You're a liar.
We saw you on Twitter kicking rocks.
So you're not buying what he's selling there?
No, I'm not buying what he's selling. Of course he had a hand in firing that guy. You know? Doc.
Listen,
Rivers. Doc Rivers, did you not have Giannis in the shadows having this happen so you would get hired?
Hell, I can't tell you what happened before I got there, but I'm here now, damn it.
Meanwhile, they did point out, though, yesterday, like, Giannis's stat lines from the Monday night last game of Adrian Griffin to the night didn't matter because it was still like 31, 15, and 10. Like,
he's good.
He's good. He's a liar, but he's good.
Yeah.
I think there's certain players in the league that no matter who you put at coach, they're going to perform the same. So you might as well make them happy.
Dude
right?
South says he's not being honest.
Point for Twitcher.
Terry Rozier made his Heat debut last night. He got his first bucket. This is from Jason Jackson on the call last night of the Miami Heat audio experience.
Rozier to the free throw line. Drive, gets it to Tyler. He'll fake right. Drive left into the paint. Gets it to Rozier. He's wide open for 3. Rattles it in from the left side. Corner pocket. His first take from the edges. A make.
There you go. First big.
And that was the end of it.
Pretty much the end of it. Yeah, he was 3 of 11 yesterday, but had 5 assists, which basically matched the team high somehow.
I think the energy, it just seems like when he's in there, things are moving faster. Now, nobody else is moving as fast as him.
He better start tonight.
You think?
Yeah, enough of this.
So
what are you doing?
Do you start Jaime and him?
I'm for it. If Jaime's healthy, yeah, for sure.
But who do you sit on the bench?
Haywood Highsmith and Jay Rich. Not a tough decision.
Who were the starters last night?
Jay Rich, Haywood Highsmith, and then Tyler.
Okay. That's it. Okay, yeah.
You're really off Haywood Highsmith.
I like Haywood Highsmith, but like we're sitting here, everybody's trying to get an open shot for Haywood Highsmith. He's there to lock people up.
With that being said, let me look at some chili peppers.
He's putting up Euro steps.
Oh, this is the section we called Chili Pepper.
This is Haywood Highsmith's role. Go to the corner, wait for your threes. If he's there for a three, everyone, good. Maybe he'll have a hot game. I'm not saying he's incapable of it. He's definitely improved offensively. But like we're drawing up plays for Haywood Highsmith on the no, and it's not his fault. He's got the three most unselfish stars in the history of basketball. None of them want to shoot. You get it, Haywood. Get cooking. Spo's like, what are we doing? Hey, Spo, we're just letting Haywood cook. No, he just stays in the corner. Go, Jimmy. Stop giving it to Haywood Highsmith. Better shot, Spo. No, it's not. No.
Wait. No, you got to do the Spo thing.
No.
That's not what we discussed.
I think Haywood had a better look at that, Spo. He did. Yeah, but he's Haywood Highsmith. He's all right.
And it took me a while to figure out who the hell Jax was talking about, just calling him H.
Spo had this interesting thought where he really wasn't trying to hose down how terrible things must be in Charlotte for Terry Rozier, but this is what he had to say about Terry Rozier joining the Miami Heat.
Everybody.
And he wanted to make a point of it too, that he doesn't have to be ball dominant. No, I think that just shows a maturity, but also, Terry has a different perspective than a lot of guys. He competed at a really high level coming into this league in the playoffs. Once you've experienced that, and then you go to another place, I'm not knocking on anything. It just when you're not in the playoffs, even if you're developing and your game grows and you have more responsibilities, the real competitors, that's not enough for them. And that's how Terry, felt. It felt empty. And I think he just wants to get back into an environment where he can contribute and help a team win.
Did Spo just say that Terry Rozier admitted to being a looter in a riot?
Well, he was saying
That's
that
exactly what it sounded like.
He was trying not to disrespect Charlotte by very much disrespecting Charlotte.
But no, he just said, and Terry, look, his numbers were great. He was balling, but they were empty.
He knows they're empty. He didn't care. He wasn't winning. But that is true. Like, he was on this big stage in Boston, the start of his career, scary Terry mass, all that. And then you go play just in Charlotte. It's like, it just never works out for Charlotte. But I will say, Terry, don't be afraid about not being ball dominant, dude, because you have
what
three.
The hell? That's what we need. Another guy to come here and say, I don't need to be ball dominant. Can somebody be ball dominant?
Anybody want to be ball dominant aside from Haywood Highsmith? Anybody? Haywood's like, this is great.
Hey, when Jay Rich get it, Caleb get it, and Haywood Highsmith get it, they trying to ball out.
He's like, I love this.
Right. While the other guys who you pay to be ball dominant sit and watch.
Jimmy, anything? Give me a couple months, coach. Couple months. Almost there. Jimmy Butler, it's like waiting for spring to come. It's like the Jimmy solstice.
Oh, do we know? Do we need to get the groundhog out?
Yeah.
like
Oxitani Phil saw his shadow. No more 30-point games for Jimmy Butler for another 6 weeks.
I feel like he's going longer this year. Like, he's going to wait till after All-Star break for sure.
All-Star break. When All-Star break hits, Jimmy is going to be in some island somewhere just sitting back, drinking coffee and smoking a cigar.
But you can do all you want. You better not step on an ankle this playoff at all, dude. Had enough of it.
I know. He's got to watch out when he plays the Knicks this weekend. Trust me, they come after those. They come after those ankles.
Josh,
can we worry about tonight? You looking ahead. This ain't the time to be looking ahead.
I bet you they win.
What the hell's wrong with you? By the way, let's get back to Chili Peppers.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
So we gotta do. Are we still doing our pick of the week? Pick of
That's
the day?
Fridays.
That's tomorrow.
That's Fridays.
What today is? Thursday.
Today's Thursday. By the way, I saw yesterday. I went to I haven't been to the Hard Rock since they put the sports weekend. Pretty.
Yeah.
I went to because I went to a fight press conference yesterday before the game. They're doing PFL versus Bellator. They merged. And it was like, I was like, what? I was like, what is this? The sports book.
Well, you knew where it was going to be.
I knew.
Move a couple of chairs.
Oh, it's beautiful, Leroy. Could you imagine if
Yeah.
they do it? Dude, we could do it. If they have a fight there, we could go right up there. We could bet it right there.
Well, I mean,
I can
we
do it
get
on the
to
app
stay
too.
there? Do we
What?
get to stay there?
I don't know.
Like, do it like, come on.
Oh, man.
If they have a big fight there and that's where everybody's staying, they need to put us up there for the week.
Wow.
Hmm?
You went from just attending to the fight. Now you want a room and the guitar?
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, my goodness. Put that back up, J Fig. This is not me.
He's good.
Point for
Everybody, wait, I would never say something like that. Never. I would never say that. And you guys say I'm fat shaming? Jeez. That's even below the belt for me.
You guys are bastards. I love you.
Feel like we're all trying to. I feel like we're all trying to, obviously play the right way, and that's sometimes gets us in trouble. Passing up shots, double driving. Some dudes, when they're open, they pass it. It's all a lot of things that go into it, but it's one of those. I don't want to give it an out of it's that funky time of the year, but I feel like everybody's just trying to really buy into what coach is saying, and I guess it's in trouble sometimes.
So here's the deal. When those guys go out 2-3 hours before a game, are they practicing the right play or are they practicing getting buckets? So why on earth, when we see guys make 20, 30 shots in a row, because you send us the tape, 20, 30 shots in a row, can't miss. Then you get in the game and you pass it? Oh,
Very frustrating.
it is. Because you know what's worse? When everybody gets in the presser and admits it.
Yeah.
Why don't let me just throw this out there. You've all acknowledged it. How about somebody putting up a shot?
How about you fix it, dude? Go out there.
It's not that hard.
Fix it.
Because here's what you do. You're dribbling the ball down, and I got my little fake ball here. I'm dribbling, I'm hooping, and I get to my spot, and I say, ooh, I could take this shot in my spot, or I could pass it to Hayward Highsmith. They paying me to get to my spot and take the shot.
What are you guys, Hayward Highsmith's agent? You're trying to get him a max deal?
The
Like, what are you doing?
locksmith, baby.
He literally on Twitter writes the locksmith.
Yeah.
That doesn't connote buckets.
No, it does not. Well, right now, neither do the three guys you pay to connote buckets. They don't connote buckets either.
Heat plus 250.
Jimmy Buckets is not. You can't be Jimmy Buckets and only take 10 shots.
Jimmy jogs.
I mean, Jimmy Bricks.
Jimmy's like, got my 10 shots tonight. Let's call it.
And now he ain't shooting the ball. He missing free throws.
Jimmy Butler's sitting out there. He's looking at his plan. He goes, gotta go test some new coffee beans after this. Better not get up 20 shots though. Too tired. Bam sitting here goes, gotta get some more assists, more dribble handoffs.
Like, really, like
Tyler's like, I don't want to be looking on this.
The thing is, when Terry Rozier does that pick and roll, it looks so smooth.
It looked great. It was great. It was like, I was like, oh, basketball. That's all I said when it happened. It was like, oh, basketball. It looked so smooth.
And then Tyler stands over in the corner like, what am I supposed to do?
No, Tyler's unless it's Tyler's right now. This is him. He's like, if it ain't a float mingo, I don't want it.
But you know what the other problem is?
A one-legged runner, I ain't for it. Dude.
Is that we've had so many guys with the ball at the top of the key. It almost seems like when you don't have the ball at the top of the key, running pick and roll with Bam or running a set play, nobody else knows what to do if they don't have the ball.
I've never
because
seen
they all stand around.
and I've never seen somebody blown fast breaks. Fast break. It's like it's just like setting up for a turnover every single time.
That being said, here's what should be both cool and embarrassing at the same time. The next 30-point scorer would be Terry Rozier.
Oh, tonight.
I'm just saying. Like, that should not be.
You know who's on the call tonight?
Mike Breen.
Harlan, dude.
Oh, that's good luck.
That is good luck. He's good vibes.
Yeah, I need that.
He's good vibes.
That changes how I bet.
I'm going to be so cocky.
Okay, let's do this then. We want to do it after the break.
Yeah, we'll peruse during the break, and we got to come up with some picks. Also got to play a little goosies, no goosies. Back up to this. Trying to make Riles feel better if he's listening.
My boy Riles, you know we're going through something right now.
Dude, I was telling you, I listened to on the way to and back from the arena, I listened to the D Wade's podcast. He just started and he did it with Riley. It's Goosey's, dude.
Goosey's.
It's Goosey's, dude. I recommended
Goosey's
listening.
galore.
It was good.
Nice.
It was one great part though, where Pat's like, if I had one regret, and D Wade's like, yeah. He goes, I think I practiced you guys too hard. And he goes, really?
Oh, okay.
Really?
That's it, huh?
He goes, you guys didn't even get it hard. He goes, Tim Hardaway.
Poor guy.
There was also a great story Pat Riley told on this where it was apparently Mrs. Riley, Chris Riley, puts together like a holiday party.
Yeah.
And you better not miss the holiday party. And apparently, like he had him like up against the wall, doing those wall sits.
Okay.
And he goes, he looks at the one player because everybody shows up for one player. He goes, didn't show up for the party, huh?
Okay.
And he goes, sorry, coach, I fell asleep. He goes, I tell you got to stay clear for the next 3 weeks. Because you don't go up against you best not cross the godmother.
That's amazing. I got to check it out.
It's a good podcast. Yeah, go check it out. It was really, really Goosey's. If you're a Heat fan, D Wade sitting down with the Riles for like an hour and a half. It was great.
Love that.
One coach player.
He's the only player that could get that too, right?
UD, I'd imagine.
You're UD, right?
But that's it. Duncan Robinson never got him on his podcast.
I mean, Duncan Robinson barely showed up for his own podcast. Trying to get guests.
Speaking of a coach-player relationship that didn't seem like it was going as strongly as D Wade and Pats did, Jevon Holland. If you guys didn't see this, I'll put this up for our audience here on Twitch and YouTube. Vic Fangio gets I guess they mutually part ways. He's now going to be the Eagles defensive coordinator, whatever the hell that means. But Jevon Holland, he goes to Instagram and he posts this video of himself. It's him with a handful of rocks that he punts down the street.
Wait, I guess his knee is okay.
I guess so. I guess he's feeling better.
That is hilarious. And he did soccer style. He didn't even punt it. Look, sideswiped it.
Going for the goal. Man.
Dude, can I just tell you?
I didn't realize it was like
great.
that.
That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever.
I was just about to ask, did you ever have a coach you hated that much?
No, but I will say this, that when Bill first took over the Browns, it was rough. You know what I mean? The thing that saved him was a lot of the guys were really young, so we just fell in line.
Mm-hmm.
We had like 6 older guys retire. It was like 2-a-days were brutal. We had full padded 2-a-days. I think when he first took over, we went 7 straight days of 2-a-days. So it was, it was brutal. You know how you see on Fridays, guys are just in helmets and shorts.
Yep.
We were in shoulder pads on Fridays.
Yeesh.
Like it was tough. But when you start to see yourself playing better and start to see better results out of what we were doing, you kind of forgot about all that and said, we needed, like, you can't keep doing what you were doing. You were 3-13 last year. Right.
Yeah, there was a lot. It's one of those. It is interesting because I think we all look at the defense, and you were mentioning like how it felt like, they kind of came together at the end to at least give their team a chance. But I think the style, probably especially the secondary guys, because Jalen Ramsey was liking on Twitter that he's gone. Cam Smith, 2nd-round pick who didn't play at all, he just tweeted an unlocked emoji. That was his reaction.
So now he's going to be able to play.
That's what he says. Well, that's what I'm imagining he's putting out there.
I think part of the thing, and I could see how this would happen, is you have to understand These guys went from one of the most aggressive defenses in the league to very, very passive, right? And it required, see, when you blitz, you have more of an idea of where you need to be, right? As far as coverages, as far as, how you're going to do things. And everybody had to almost focus a little bit more, because if somebody forgot their responsibilities on a blitz, some guys running wide open. Whereas Fangs was more of a, let's get after him with our front four, cover him up. But what you did was you took one of the weaknesses of your defense and had teams exploit it. And that is linebackers covered. So crossing routes, tight ends, running backs, all those guys around linebacker areas ate against the Dolphins. And the only time they got away with it was when the front four were able to get to the pass rusher quicker. So I understand it, but it just seemed to me that the defense looked better, even if they weren't blitzing as much.
They listen, there's a lot of talent. Certainly we recognized that they were pretty souped up. But I think, like, if you're a guy like Holland likes to, hit guys too. And if he's always having to roam around,
he's always deep. They play a lot of cover too, but two safeties deep, not around the line of scrimmage.
Jevon Holland's dad tweeted, "Love the parents getting involved in the NFL. It's the best." They've been talking about this on Get Up for a week with the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
It's been like every day I tune in. They're like, "It's time for Get Up. Did you see what Dak Prescott's mom tweeted?" I'm like,
wow, mom. That's crazy, because when my parents were together, my dad would look over at my mom and say,
Well, actually, I got it wrong. It was CeeDee Lamb's mom on Facebook, which makes it even more adorable because that's so mom that it happens on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And she posted, "Dak ain't it."
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But Jevon Holland's dad posted, "Everybody loves the iPhone, but nobody likes the iPhone 1. Hashtag upgrade."
He likes his hashtags.
Wait, which is funny, because you got to kind of follow it to know what he's saying.
Old.
Yeah, but
he's old.
But parents didn't just put it out there.
Yeah.
This was creative.
Yeah. No, the mom just putting "Dak ain't it."
Yeah. I like that one.
And then I think Micah Parsons' brother also said something.
Oh, he said Javon's dad is a coach.
A coach of who?
Oh, he knows coach speak.
Oh, okay.
He's
he coaches football.
knows
I
ball.
got you.
Yeah.
He knows ball.
I do know this, that one of Jevon Holland's greatest attributes is his ability to make plays all over the field. So if you take him and sit him in one spot and tell him you cover deep quarters or something along those lines and react to the ball, you're almost doing your team a disservice by not allowing him. Just imagine, say something like, and here's what's funny. Minka Fitzpatrick said they using me out of position. So they got rid of him, and he went to Pittsburgh and made the Pro Bowl playing all over the place.
No, actually, the funny thing was, talking about this, it was his mom who said that. His mom said that on Twitter.
Right. So, yeah, I think, like, I get it. I understand it. It's sometimes when, and here's the thing. When you're used to dealing with Mike McDaniel, right, and see how he does everything, and then you go into a room and your coach is nothing like that, right? That could wear on you.
Well, it also seemed like Mike McDaniel had a really good. Well, he seems like he's had a good relationship with Jevon, and he seems like he has a really good relationship with Jalen Ramsey. But if Fangs comes here, it's like, well, he's got no input. He doesn't get to say anything. It's my defense. I don't say anything. Like, if you're Mike in that position, you probably feel crappy as a head coach because your hands are tied, because
you put your guys in that spot.
Yeah, because they want to play a certain way. They want to play a certain way, but the coach, you can't talk to him because you don't have that relationship. So maybe that's why like a guy like Campanelli, who's younger and, you know, Mike McDaniel would vibe with, because it's the guys that people know. And Jevon Holland did endorse this, by the way, I guess you could say on Twitter yesterday, because he like retweeted, oh, he would be a great candidate.
Here's the deal, though. I said it earlier. Everybody wants it their way.
Yep.
But they don't realize that responsibility to be successful falls on them.
Yeah.
Right? If we bring in your guy, right, and you get everything you want, you better not go out there and lose.
Don't lose.
And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that
don't lose.
Maybe Mike McDaniel, maybe they got to Mike McDaniel and say, hey, we can do better. This is what we want to do. We can do better. And he says, okay, if he lets you and allows you to do it your way, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming on back after this.
I only talk to God when I need a favor. And I only pray when I...
I only talk to God when I want the Heat to score 40. Somebody on them.
Please.
Wow.
When was the last time they had a 40-point score?
Regular season?
In the regular season?
That's rough.
Yeah.
I want to say Tyler did it once last year. I think it was against the Jazz. I want to say in the regular season. I think that's when it was. I don't believe they've had one this year, to my knowledge. Yeah. I only score the ball, giving it to Haywood Highsmith. Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
December 22nd, 2022. Against the Rockets, Tyler Herro. That's gross.
I mean, once it's April, Jimmy will do it. And he just doesn't he doesn't do it in the regular season.
Last April, Jimmy Butler was the last time it happened.
Yeah. Oh, that 56-point game. That was amazing. One of the best games I've ever been to. He was so good.
At some point, don't we need to say, Jimmy, stop this nonsense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who tells him that, though. Who tells him that?
You were, to say, I remember what he did in the playoffs when, do we all not forget what happened last playoffs? They almost didn't get in.
I know. I don't know. I don't know who steps to him and tells him that. I don't know. It's a great question, Leroy. And I also don't, there is part of me that's like, because he is coming off of an injury. So is he all the way back? We know that he came off the foot injury. So is he not himself? I don't want to rule that out. But also,
yeah, but we have history on our side. He could be fully, right. If he is still banged up a little bit, I apologize. But I don't apologize for thinking what I think, because he has done this for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yep. Agreed. Let's hear a little of we got some good football games coming up. Man Campbell, who is the head coach of the Detroit Lions, at one point was the interim coach of the Miami Dolphins. He is a win away from taking the Lions to the Super Bowl, and he has faith that his team will get it done.
Everything starts with ability, right? You have to have ability in this league. We have ability, but deeper than that, you have to be able to handle the ebbs and flows of a game in a season and playoffs. And that's what has been built for 3 years now. And so that's what gives me faith. Look, there's going to be things that are going to happen in this game that it's going to look like it's out of control, and it's not going to go well for us. And as long as we just play the next play, it'll turn. And that's what we've done all year. And that's the most important thing to keep in mind. But you got to be made a certain way, and the team has to be made a certain way to be able to handle that. Otherwise, you just crumble. So that's what gives me faith. We have a team that's built that way.
Man. You know who crumbles every year? The Bills.
Well, the guy who just beat him, Patrick Mahomes, he sounds like Marcus's cut. Here is Patrick Mahomes on him admiring Lamar Jackson and that showdown this weekend.
The way he's able to just be a competitor and score the football, obviously, and then their entire team. We've been able to play in a couple games, not in a few years now, but I've admired watching him from afar and know that it's going to be a great challenge for us every time we go up against him.
Watches him afar from a lily pad. Oh, man. Can't wait for these games, though. I'm not going to lie. These are some great matchups. Great games.
Hold on.
Where you going? Where's it?
I forgot my shirt.
Oh, I got you.
Nice.
Leroy's got some stuff coming on up. But
got to make some picks tomorrow. I know we're gonna save it for Football Friday, but I'm excited, man. Ever since we finished our dartboard standings of the regular season, something's been missing in my life, dude.
I'm with you, man. What the hell are people calling for? Yeah, 560. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, it's Tobin. What's up?
Hey,
Hey, how's it going? No, I was just calling because I had won some tickets the other day for the Heat game today.
No, hold on one second, buddy. We'll take care of you. Do we not have like a customer service line? Like, why do people just call our number?
The thing is, I think they do.
That's what they give them?
No, why would they give us? I think they resort to us because no one's picking up over there.
I only call 560 when I need my tickets.
How nice of us to give away tickets to Terry Rozier's revenge game against the Celtics.
Yeah.
We're such a good show.
I need him to cook, man. I need him to have a hell of a game. Let's also hear from another party in this whole thing. As you know, I gotta say, Jared Goff been dealing with a lot of bleep
from Leroy.
And haters. Jared Goff.
Not me.
He was asked about bulletin board material going into this weekend, and here's what Jared Goff had to say about that.
Does bulletin board material matter to you guys at all?
It depends what it is. What do you got?
Skip Bayless, after your game, tweeted out the
No,
following.
I don't care about anything he says. You can stop now. That's not.
I love it.
No. Yeah.
No oxygen. No oxygen.
Yeah. No. Anything those guys say on daytime TV, you can skip over that.
But he didn't say Miami radio.
Aha! Bulletin board material, Mr. Horde.
How about that?
What do you mean? Wait. How do I get? What does it have to do with me?
You've been hosing down Jared Goff for
No, I haven't.
Oh,
yeah, you have.
Dude, yes,
you
remember. It's like your favorite draft to go to hose down the top rated quarterbacks.
But then I also said this, right? Was it him or the coaching? Because he looks like a different guy.
I mean, his coaching his coach in LA. I mean, Fisher sucks, but in LA he got to a Super Bowl. And they told him hit the bricks.
And they still told him hit the bricks.
So now are you so you just think this is a long time coming for him, or you think that he's just in the perfect spot?
No, I just think he's in a good spot. It's just like okay, here. Let's make this point. Would Tua still be on this team if they had the same coach?
Oh, for sure, no.
Okay.
Do you think that? Because I like to think that Tua is better than Jared Goff, but like whether you think he's better than Jared Goff or not, does Jared Goff being in the NFC Championship give any Dolphin fan pause of like we need to get rid of this guy immediately? Doesn't that kind of make you feel a little silly?
I mean, I just think with what we see going on in the NFL and teams who have been quick to make decisions on anything, whether it's coaches, players, or what have you, that is more the cycle of doom than not winning a playoff game in 20 years. And at some point, the organization, the coaching, whatever, you're going to need a level of consistency so you can build on things and get to that level. Otherwise, even if you get there and you fix everything to get there one time, what's going to end up happening is you're going to get there one time and then everything's going to fall apart anyway because you haven't built anything.
Well, you know who's built something, Leroy?
Who?
Tell us about your boy Bernie. What's he building?
All right. So, first of all, as you can see, I got my merch. I got a shirt.
Nice shirt.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good shirt.
Nice and soft. If you guys want to get either your coffee, some other products, or some merch, right? Just go to cosarcoffee.com. You can go through the website and they have all that stuff. But here's the most important thing you need to know about Burn. We all know Burn. We love him. The guy is a beacon of positivity, but it wasn't always that way. He went through some stuff. He had over 40 surgeries, over 100 concussions. And here's what he determined. He said, hey, you know what, Leroy, I got to watch what I put in my body. He said, I've been taking all these pills and I'm not getting better. So what he did was he created these wellness products. Starts with coffee, and in the coffee is vitamin D because we're always deficient on vitamin D, and resveratrol, which is an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory, and it's all natural. So he said, just Try this out, Leroy. I've been trying it out. He tried to get me off the bacon. It's a work in progress. That hasn't happened yet. But all you need to do is go to Kosar Coffee. Not only can you get merch, but I talked to Bernie. He said, if you use my code, Leroy, you'll get an exclusive discount just for our listeners, because we're the only one that's promoting this. Just go to kosarcoffee.com. You can get your coffee, you can get your merch, and don't forget to put Leroy in the code. You're going to get a discount. And as Bernie always says, you deserve to be healthy because you matter.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
A song you can play with the star dancing.
It's a good one, man.
Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. So Doc Rivers, he is becoming the Bucs head coach. I think he signed a deal for $40 million.
God.
Doc Rivers.
How long?
That's the difference between rich and wealthy.
I think
when you can get rid of a guy and bring another guy in for $40 million and it don't even phase you.
I think it was 4 years, $40 million. I think I saw Shams.
Wow.
I think it goes through, because I think it went through 27 and it's for $40 million.
That's right. 27. Jeez. He went from like, retired, I'm gonna take it easy, to like, sign me up 4 years, baby.
He got a send-off yesterday from Mike Breen and Doris Burke, his longtime broadcast partners.
How does he get a send-off?
Here was ESPN.
First order of business is who's available tonight. For Dallas, Kyrie Irving is out. For Phoenix, Eric Gordon is out. For ABC, ESPN, Doc Rivers is out. Our dear friend has decided that life as an NBA broadcaster is way too stressful, so he's decided to opt for a less stressful job, an NBA head coach on a team that's trying to win a championship. We thank him for all his many weeks of service, and we wish him all luck in the world. Seriously, Doris, we're a little heartbroken today, disappointed, but we're thrilled for our friend because coaching is in his blood. It's what he loves to do, and this is a tremendous opportunity in a city that he has history in.
He does. Selfishly, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to try not to choke up here. Doc just brought unbelievable energy every single day. He was positive. He threw himself into what we were trying to do. But the question is no longer what he can do for you and I, Mike. It's what can he do for a 30-win Buck team. And even through all that success, something felt amiss in Milwaukee. But our friend has got a legit shot to compete in the East, and I'm going to try to be happy for you, Doc.
So
Hold on a second.
here's the funniest thing. So you remember when they got up there and sent Bill on his way.
Yeah.
We thank him for all the 20 plus years or whatever. Mike Breen goes, and we thank him for his weeks of service.
Yeah, as many weeks. Doris, like, I'm gonna try not to get choked up here, Mike. I'm like, Doris, but like he was there for 3 seconds.
Right.
I like Doris Burke a lot, but she's like, she gets very emotionally invested.
What? Sometimes television, like, you know who started this nonsense?
Hmm?
Buck. Joe Buck.
Joe Buck?
Yeah.
When he got outraged by the moon?
Yeah. Without fully understanding the whole story. And he tends to get a little carried away. Right? Like, I get it. They all, look, I know a lot of people that love Doc Rivers. Right? A lot of people that say he's a good dude and what have you. And you could tell by the way, every time he got fired, the team picked him up in 2 seconds.
Yep.
Right? So we know he's a good dude. Right? But you had to know the second a good job came up, he was leaving your ass. You had to know that.
What do you think of it, Doc, that Doris is going to miss you so much?
Look, I feel bad that she's choked up because this was only temporary. I'm a football coach. I'm not an analyst. So, look, I appreciate all the love for my weeks of service. I appreciate all the good and kind words that everybody has said about me. But I'm a football coach. I'm going to get this chip.
You're a football coach?
Basketball coach. I'm going to get this chip.
Okay.
Close enough.
Crazy, Doc.
Oh, my God.
Multifaceted.
He going to probably try to get them to be a little more physical, like get in front of somebody.
Doris Burke seemed more attached to Doc Rivers than Mike McDaniel did to Vic Fangio. Well, certainly Jevon Holland, who's kicking rocks down the street.
Dude, but think
I
about
realize
this.
it was that bad.
I'm not trying to say, and this is with every team, right? And here's what I love about football and just how it works. You definitely have a chain of command, and there's a respect level there, right? But sometimes it gets to a point where there's certain players that can go to the head coach and have a conversation with the head coach. And the head coach will do one of two things. Help them get through it or acknowledge the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a knock on the coach. It's not a knock on the players. But in the end, the players are on the field. They have to have a level of commitment towards anything that they do for you as a whole to be successful. And so the right people, and it can't be a person that's just tired or a person that don't want to work, right? When you talk about the guys that are talking about how they feel about it, you're going to your two stalwarts on defense in Jevon Holland and Jalen Ramsey.
Yep.
Right? And so from that standpoint, you have to take it serious, and there's a number of ways you can do it. You could do it like Coughlin did, right? Coughlin, when his players went and talked to him, Coughlin said, "You're right. I got to do things a little bit differently. Like this is not productive." And they won the Super Bowl. In this case, you go talk to Mike McDaniel. You're not disrespectful towards anybody. You don't go in there busting the door down and say, "I can't do this." You have a conversation with him. Y'all go back and forth or whatever, and then they make a decision. But again, I'm going to keep saying this. If you go in there and have a conversation saying, "I can't be the best version of me," with him as the coach, and the coach understands that and accepts that, and he makes a change, next year, don't lose. Because
Also,
now you done put a whole bunch of other people on that chopping block.
Lose. Also, no matter who you hire, don't lose Christian Wilkins. Don't do it.
And guess what? You think it cost them more or less by not paying them last year?
It's going to be so rich.
Deserves it, dude.
He does.
The soul of this team.
But here's the problem. It's hard to find a guy that plays that position that's all over the field like he is. He plays with an energy that is not known to that position. I knew a guy like that. He's a Hall of Famer in John Randall.
Crazy, man. He had a great year.
Yep.
And also, I just love the pairing of him and Sealer. God, they're good together.
Oh, yeah, because one can run and one cannot. Because there's nothing worse to see a Sealer trying to run down the field, chasing him. The only other thing that was worse was when old boy was pulling up his pants chasing the tight end.
What a rough end.
Like if you have two decisions, go make the tackle or pull up your pants, and you choose to pull up your pants, what are we saying? What are we doing? What are we doing?
In fairness to Fangs, he did have half a defense that basically should have been playing shuffleboard with him at Century Village.
And they did okay.
Yeah, they did okay.
I mean, dude, without that defense, you get blown out because the offense wasn't scoring.
It's terrible. Take a quick break. Wrap things up on the other side. Back after this. right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM.
Even the camera's tired of your nonsense.
Fair.
Hey, so I just figured out what the message in the private chat was.
I didn't even look.
You might get an Amber Alert, so I don't know if you have that loud.
Oh, yeah.
It blasts right through. I have my phone on silent, and it blasts right through.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think Amber Alerts. I think you have to like go into the
You
alerts.
have to go into your settings.
It's not even good enough to do silent. You have to like go to the alerts to turn them off.
Where is Lake County?
North.
Yeah, north.
By
I
Tobin.
always wonder, like, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, I'll keep an eye out, I guess.
Yeah, you
It's
never
like
know.
when you're driving down the road and they tell you pay attention to the road, and then they flash a sign, silver alert, looking for a license plate number. I'm like, no.
Yeah, Fangs 69. He's heading to Philly. That's why he's driving up
He's
there.
on the way out. Listen to 70s on 7, cruising for a cheesesteak.
Can we play one more time our tribute to Vic Fangio?
I wasn't even here for a damn year.
He wasn't here for a year, but he deserves to be honored. If you are going to miss the sultry sounds of Vic Fangio's curmudgeonry, here it is.
My highlight of my day is driving home at night, and I listen to the 70s on 7. And I don't think Taylor Swift has any songs on there. You know, the music that I should say, the noise they usually play in music is not music, it's noise. Jesus Christ.
What are your thoughts on social media?
I don't partake.
He doesn't live life on Twitter, Tobin. He's one of the old.
Well, one, he's a morning person. I'm a night person.
Yeah, but I do think that the old don't like to change their ways.
You know, when the unit as a whole is not playing up to snuff, you know, both coaching and playing.
The old love using the term up to snuff.
No, I don't look at the analytics part of it. I watch the tape, and I know if our pass rush is good enough or not.
The old love arbitrary rules.
I think all things are fair right now. I know there's, it was, we're still kind of grieving through the process collectively as a coaching staff.
The old love control. The old hate running it back. Time's up. Fangio. I'm done with you. It's over, dude.
So he's definitely.
I don't want you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot all at once.
He'll be back. The old love attention.
You know, one position in particular, outside linebacker and safety in particular. There's no woe is me in this business,
There you go. Vic Fangio. We barely knew ye. I hit the bricks. Or kick rocks, as Jevon Holland says.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Never wanted him. I told you guys, I didn't like the way that he handled it. Listen, he wanted to be the Eagles originally anyway. The only reason was because there was like some tampering chicanery going on with their coach who left for the Cardinals. So like, I never wanted him here in the first place. He clearly didn't want to be here. Glad he's gone. It'll be better without him. Jason Taylor for defensive coordinator.
There you go.
This again, huh?
What?
Did you not take enough abuse yesterday
God,
for this?
I'm still getting harassed over it, dude. Still getting harassed over it.
That's rough.
Can you stop that?
What?
Listen. Using words like
that
you used.
Words.
Yeah.
Is Bernie coming on tomorrow, or is he coming on this week?
Bernie!
I just want to ask him what he thinks about. Would he be mad at me if I asked Jason Taylor if Jason Taylor was going to be defensive coordinator?
Bernie, here's why. Listen, here's what I learned about Bern. No matter what you ask him, he's going to put a positive twist on it.
So he won't call me an idiot.
I watched that guy be positive, getting sacked 70 times.
You don't think I could ever get Bernie Kosar to think one of my takes is ridiculous?
That'll be the day.
Wow.
No.
I like this guy.
I don't. Now me,
bro,
what are you doing? Bro. But he ain't going, no, he's like, dude, when I tell you, when I say he's positive beyond, he is. He's always been that way.
Speaking of bad ideas, apparently Mike Tyson, I'm reading this on Bro Bible.
What did he do?
Our boy Jorge Alonso, shout out to him for always boots on the ground. I saw him boots on the ground yesterday at the PFL press conference. Mike Tyson is apparently coming back to box in Saudi Arabia.
Damn it.
57 years old.
How do they keep doing this?
He's going to fight MMA legend, never fought in the UFC, but one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, Fedor Emelianenko. Tyson versus Fedor in a boxing.
Known as Fedor, right?
Just known as Fedor,
Yeah, because I never knew his last name.
How about that?
Isn't it? Are you shocked that Fedor never came to UFC?
I'm just shocked because usually Dano usually gets everybody. So
Right.
yes, there's just a part of me. But apparently he said there's a lot of mystery around Fedor. Fedor's like, it's funny because I always used to be a boxing guy. Alex Dano really got me into MMA. And he was the OG host of Fighters Fury. And when Donna was like getting hosting, like right before I started hosting, but I'd be like producing, we'd spitball and things. He's like, you gotta watch this dude Fedor. And I remember him being like, you gotta watch this guy Fedor, and he was fighting Bigfoot Silva and he lost.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, and it was like a huge deal because it was like, oh, they had this.
Wait. Of course he lost to somebody nicknamed Bigfoot.
Yeah, but it was like, but you didn't like Fedor was supposed to be for this this promotion called Affliction. Remember the Affliction t-shirts the douchebags would wear?
Oh,
remember that? Well, like, they had rhinestones on them and things like that. All the MMA guys.
Yeah.
Well, they had their own fight promotion, but they gave all their money to Fedor because he was going to be their star, and he lost. He ended up losing this fight, so like they were screwed immediately, like
yikes,
because Bigfoot Silva choked him out. So anyway. Fedor is like one of the big reasons I got into MMA. Him along with Kimbo, like those were like the big things that like got me into to see the sport, and I would be into watching him versus Mike Tyson, I think. But I will tell you, I did go to the Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort fight, and it was one of the saddest things I've ever been to.
Yeah, but did both of them look bad, or was it just Holyfield?
No, it's just Holyfield 60.
Okay, so maybe we got a little something over here.
No, listen.
Yeah.
He looked physically very fit for a 60-year-old, but the reflexes were also that of a 60-year-old.
So like he get in the face 5 times, and he go.
So I'm just telling you, just because I'll tell you what, Mike Tyson, yes, juice to the gills, but looked good in his last fight against Roy Jones for 54. We're starting to push. Once we get to the other side of double nickel, I think we need to be very cautious. And he's going to be 58. Well, you're not fighting anybody. You're not fighting anybody. You're not fighting anybody.
Talking like that, I'm gonna fight you.
How old is Pacquiao? Isn't he fighting soon? 45.
There's rumors that him and Floyd might be fighting in the Saudi Arabia is just throwing sports money at everybody.
Yeah.
They took down golf. Now they're just doing all the boxing matches. They're like, what should we do, guys? I'd really want to see that Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight again. Let's do it. I feel like you got a bunch of sports bros over there who are just like,
they give $100 million. They give $100 million to see that fight.
Yeah, they'd be like, you know what we should do? Mike Tyson versus Fedor. Let's do it. They're just all the fights are going over there. It's crazy.
Speaking of fights,
which by the way, at my old age is great because now they're all at 6 p.m.
Oh yeah, I do.
I don't got to stay up. I used to hate 6 p.m. fights. Love them now.
Yeah.
At your old age.
Yeah, my old age. I'm washed.
Dude,
True.
I have 5 fights that I ordered that I couldn't stay up for to see.
Now you could if it was at 6 p.m. But how much would you love a 6 p.m. fight?
That's good.
When is it happening?
I don't know.
Because here's the problem. They don't know when football season is. You better not put this on during football season.
Dana White, like, they're not on this weekend. He's like, we're not going to be on during football championships.
And they ain't going. They might do next week, but they ain't going to do Super Bowl weekend either.
No. They actually used to. I went to one when we went, the New York one that I went to. They did a card Super Bowl weekend. That one they usually do because they're looking, but it's on Saturday. So I don't know. They didn't do it this weekend, though. No fights.
You mentioned Keith Thurman. is in a fight.
Keith Thurman's fighting Tim Zoo.
Yeah.
Costa Zoo's son.
Should I be nervous? You seem like
Yes, you should be nervous.
Oh!
It's a killer.
Okay.
And Keith Thurman doesn't fight. He doesn't fight, and he's going up in weight.
Yeah.
I don't tell him this when we have him on before the fight.
Okay.
Yes, you should be nervous.
How can I be nervous when the guy is?
Can I just tell you? Can I just tell you? One time, what is it? One time, right?
Yeah.
He had me thinking that he could beat Manny Pacquiao. Who is he fought Manny Pacquiao, right? Yeah. When
He
we
did.
went.
He
And
did.
he was talking, and I'm like, I'm going to put my money on him, right? When we had him on for the last time we was in Vegas, he had me believing that this was going to be a draw.
Yep.
And I was talking like that beforehand, so he just confirmed it. And I couldn't, that $50 couldn't have been going quick enough.
He's a great talker. He
Oh,
is a great
A scramble and a gamble. Okay.
dude, and you know what's even worse? Here's the worst part. Live, it's even more amazing.
Oh my God.
It's even more
He's
amazing.
like
live.
shadow boxing. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
We was dapping each other up. Like, it was crazy.
Played around 7.
It's very captivating.
Boom, boom, boom.
Man, we got to get him on again.
Who did Bud is Bud fighting again soon?
No idea,
Or
dude.
what about the guy he just pieced up?
He has he's having more eye issues.
Oh, damn it.
So I don't think he's fighting anytime soon. I think Bud's just waiting for a matchup. I don't know. But I don't think Canelo's confirmed for a fight either. So maybe we get a little droppy drop of them versus.
Would that be the biggest fight ever?
I think so.
That'd be so fun.
I don't think anything will be bigger than Floyd Manny, but I think this is the only thing that could rival it.
Nice.
Dude, Canelo and Bud. Oh my goodness. You break the bank for that. Both guys get 100 million.
Be awesome. Be awesome. I don't know. Anyway, that's our show for today, everybody. Heat, I know you're going to beat the Celtics tonight, but once you do that, can you also beat the crappy teams?
That's all we ask.
Miami's got the opposite. The basketball team is opposite of the football team.
Yeah, exactly. Watch Jimmy score 35 tonight. He's going to be like,
Are you going to be mad?
no, because I know what they are.
Or are you going to be annoyed?
You can't get mad at what you know. You can't get mad at what you know. And what I know is the only thing that would make me mad tonight is if they score 85 points and the Celtics put up 140. That would make me mad because I hate Boston. But I know that's not going to happen tonight. I know the Heat are going to win. And then I'm going to figure, can they do this against the Knicks? And then they'll put up 75 against the Knicks. That's the show for today, everybody. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, the old hate to lollygag. You know, the old love feeding duck because, the old love to umpire. The old do like pureed food, though. The old love being condescending. I mean, the old love to let a fart linger in church.
The old like naps.
Blue bloods. The old love blue bloods.
Hope you mother have a good day.